fucking hear you.
Roll those balls.
Roll your ball, you fucking... So...
I'm probably rollerblading a bit too slowly. I don't think you normally let the music dim down quite that slowly. So hey, 30 seconds of silence is a great way to start a stream.
At least it wasn't like 10 minutes of us playing a game.
10 minutes? You think more like 40 minutes of playing Duck Game?
No, there is no huge 10. The problem, Danny, is that Thorne's laptop is not set up with all the ins and outs of my OBS. Nor should it be.
I have a rudimentary mimicry.
Because he never uses it unless he's here. And there's two things we need to remember about that. One, as soon as we shut off the stream, Thorne doesn't remember a stream exists. And
Who am I?
or he himself exists. And it took me forever to get
Where am I?
it took me forever to get his technical difficulties. You do have it now.
I do have. Look, unfortunately, it's on the wrong scenes. I was going to put it on, but I couldn't because.
Well, no, you can't put it on the loading scene. It took forever for
We
us
had
just
loading technical difficulties for the first time.
for the very first time ever, huh? Because that hasn't happened before.
Not once.
We had audio in-house, but you didn't have any of the audio which I could test because I was doing audio checks. But it's fine because it's all working now. And presumably we're coming through fine. I should be through there checking audio, but I'm in here making audio, i.e. talking for all the reasons. What are you reading?
Well, I just realised I was sitting on a receipt and then I picked it up and it's the receipt from the sex shop, which is the...
I beg your pardon?
I think you need to.
A which sex shop?
Yeah, you mean consumer exchange? No,
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah, because
You don't just yell.
From the sex shop!
It is a receipt from the sex shop for 4 DVDs, totaling a massive £2 whole pound. And I'll give you the list. Ultimate Ninja.
Oh.
Fist of Honor. Ninja Squad. The.
Whoa. Before you go any further, Richard Harris. No. Yes, is in that?
Yes.
I almost said Harrison, and I knew that wasn't right.
And Fire Trap.
Shouldn't it be the Kex shop, or is that worse?
No, it's the sex shop. It's
Entertainment
literally,
exchange.
we have started finding our bad movies in the sex shop.
I don't even want to try and correct you on that. It's fine.
For 50 pence. For 50p.
Hello, all the people.
Hello, all the people. I can't actually see chat, so I'm just saying hello.
You can't see chat from here?
Well, I can vaguely see it if I twist and look around you.
Can't I do?
I could actually lift it up and put it on the stool. I have the stool.
Can you
down
see
here.
the full screen?
That screen.
Yes.
The one
big
that's
screen.
dominating the room.
Yes.
The
Well,
screen that
there's-
you will be
there's-
watching to play the game.
That's why I'm asking, because if he can't see the game, it's going to be a very difficult night for him.
Right, this might explode, so everybody hold on to your ass.
My ass is going to explode.
It might. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this.
Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
Shouldn't be doing it.
No.
That's another sturdy stool-ish.
That's okay.
It didn't explode.
Well, that
Holy
was
shit.
anticlimactic.
Ten's going to walk in, wag his tail, and it's just going to
Yeah, if
fall
Ted
off.
touches it, it'll explode.
Right, I this week I handed my notice in.
This week, I have mostly
So
been handing in my notice.
I handed my notice in, and apparently it was a popular week to hand notice in because I handed my notice in, and thus far 5 people have followed suit. So apparently
Thorne's quit his job.
Sisco's not working there anymore, I can't live.
by 5 people have followed suit, 5 people in my office have followed suit, not just 5 random people running up to their bosses going, I quit! Fuck you!
Hepburn. 1990.
I'm pretty sure their language and their lyrics weren't, I quit, fuck you.
I quit. I quit. I quit. And then they were dropped by their label.
Situations vacant baby.
Yeah, and then they were dropped by their label.
Yes,
So.
they took their resignation and went, oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Right, so I'll move your sex shop receipts.
So, yes,
The thing is, if none of these DVDs work, it's not like we're taking the fucking things back. Nobody wants them.
I quit my job. I've got
Pretty sure if you came back and said the DVDs don't work, they're going to go, oh, we should have charged you more then. You owe us money for not having to watch these movies.
Meeks is going to be very excited about this one, but I bet it's shit.
Oh.
Dragon Wars.
We bought it just for Meeks next time he visits.
I love this one. Enter the shoot fight.
I just want to...
that sounds like a porno. That sounds like a thing you could get in the sex shop.
Yeah.
Shall I launch the game?
Sure. Sisco's playing. Oh, and as a treat for myself, not for anybody else, not if I get bored, at some point during the stream, I'm going to start assembling a table. We bought a nest of tables. A nest of table? Nesting table? Nest of table? Table nest?
A nest of tables.
A nest of tables, yes we did. We bought a nest of tables. I've constructed 2 of them. Thorne is currently using 1, the other one's just looking at me. The third is over there in a pile. I ran out of wood glue.
Oh, this is annoying. Oh, wait, no, is it going to give me back the controller? No. The minute you move the mouse, it turns off the controller.
Nice. Nice.
So I don't know what this game is. I've never played it before. I haven't looked at any...
Husker, if I had enough time and was using my own OBS, I might have actually been able to set that up. But because Thorne's battling Obra Dinn...
Apparently this game is louder than we are.
Is it?
How loud do you have it? I don't know why I'm looking at your screen.
I'm more confused about the lack of the controller, even though it was working when I tested it. 4? No, wait, that's minus 18?
No, that's fine. Yeah, it's -8, but the various games are super loud regardless of how low you have your desktop audio. Although
Right.
you could just turn down your desktop audio because you don't have the Nipples song or anything that has to play in the background at the same time.
I'm fucking sorry and I miss your nipple.
So
It might be a question how many times I have to start the game to get it to acknowledge the controller exists.
well, you need to turn your desktop audio down a bit, otherwise they can't hear us.
My actual desktop volume or the...
Well, you can turn just the game down if you want. That's what I'm saying. You've got your choices.
That's alright, I don't know if I actually can. It's one of those games that don't give you the settings on the first screen.
Well, if you use Windows Audio, then you can just turn down.
I might be able to get them from this screen. There aren't
Audio
any.
volume is maximum.
Aha, but the control does work in the game. Okay. How about nearly
That's fucking stupid. Give us numbers in the fucking middle.
How about comfortably loud?
Just above middle.
Sorry. I'll go for comfortably loud. We'll see what we think of the comfortably loud.
No. Because that one was far too. If that was too loud, comfortably loud.
No. We were at maximum. So I've dropped it down to.
Fine.
And that's spoilers, but.
Spoilers.
And now I have to restart the game because there's no other way of getting back to the main menu.
Oh, I'm gonna start on that table. This is going really well. Right. New rule for the stream. Because we don't have, because Chatbot's not working, and second of all, Chatbot is not currently running on the streaming machine, anybody who does !nips will get Sisco's. You have to do all the audio, basically.
I'm fucking sorry and I miss your nipples. Wait,
and
are we going to get...
all the others, but
Right.
they're on a cooldown of at least 10 minutes apiece, and we'll try and stay on top of that. This is going to get so
what about
complicated.
Thorne? Is he going to do his?
We'll have a dildo.
Yeah.
No. Right, so.
I've got a backlog here, Sisco. You have to remember all of the asses one for you and Adam.
I'm trying to remember.
Okay,
Nasty ass.
Nasty ass, scary ass, weird ass, awesome ass.
Shall I begin?
Have a dildo.
And that one's the next.
Bitch!
He doesn't like this game.
Oh, yes, I don't like this game.
I've only just started, jeez. Right,
Right,
so
we're
I
starting.
can't remember how much the game actually tells you, so we'll find
Here
out now.
we go.
Here we go, the Lost at Sea, 1803, the good ship Obra Dinn. Apparently I have to press button to
Okay.
continue. So you are playing the Chief Inspector of the Insurance and Claims London office.
Oh, right, okay.
I found glue! I can put the tail together! Later.
The Obra Dinn has returned. You're being dispatched to Falmouth immediately to prepare a full insurance inspection of it. Falmouth, England, 1807.
Company man woke me up.
We need him to do voices.
Said
on
you
the
need
actual
ferry
voice.
to the old.
There's voices.
Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. I'll hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
What? Did I take some drugs?
Sisco, you just watched
So
two
this
tails.
Oh, God, yeah.
this game is presented in glorious 1-bit colour.
Oh, okay, that's me. Can I? Oh, I've got a hold of a knob. Oh, hello. Aha. There's another knob.
You're here to insurance.
Insurance?
Mhm.
So is this the actual Obra Dinn?
That is the Obra Dinn.
I thought it was lost.
No, it said it came back. It appeared in Falmouth one day, and they've sent you. They've gone, what the fuck, and they've sent you to investigate what's happened, and to work out the insurance claims.
You what?
Well, that's the thing is the guy that made this. His previous game, Papers Please, was also about playing a menial job.
Oh,
but
yes,
it's,
I remember Papers, Please.
same guy, Lucas Pope. Am I making that up? I think it is Lucas Pope.
I did say at the beginning of the game.
In fact, if you go to the start menu, Sisco, at least you can change what type of monitor you're playing it on. This is the old Macintosh monitor, but you can have a variety of them.
Defend the BBC.
The IBM 515,
The Zenith. The Commodore.
1084, the IBM 503, or LCD.
LCD might be easier on the eyes. And the
I actually played it on the Zenith because of the slight yellow tint.
Okay. Oh, fuck me.
I think the yeah.
Let's
I
try
think LCD might be better off there.
let's try the Commodore. People are asking for the Commodore. Oh,
People want their eyes bleached,
People,
do
I was
they?
gonna say, people want to go
Fuck.
blind.
dang hell. What's the IBM? Well, oh, it's very green.
That's it. Go LCD.
Okay.
There's a dead body. You're an insurance investigator.
Hello.
Oh, you haven't got the ability to actually investigate yet.
What kind of investigator can't investigate?
Do I need to hoist the box up or something?
He'll yell at you in a bit to say, "Oi, come and get your investigate."
Oi!
There you go. There you go. He will literally yell, "Hoy!" I was right. And now you have to go down and get your investigation powers.
Investigate!
Now people are saying the white is too intense on this graphic mode.
It's too heavy. Make it yourself and open it here.
I don't know why, but him yelling it's too heavy on you up top and then getting back going, it's too heavy.
Well, you can switch it to something easier on your eyes.
So you got a book.
How is this too heavy? You fucking lazy sailor.
It's telling you to press right button. Right bumper, sorry.
Oh, right bumper. Return of the Obra Dinn. A catalogue of adventure and tragedy.
Copyright 1807.
Oh god, I'm not reading this whole thing in that voice.
Preface.
Preface. I trust that you know.
No. Read it as the inexplicable kid from Two
I am
Tales.
Not doing this in
I am
African Jamaican.
not doing this
French
in,
Jamaican,
in
sorry.
that
I was going
horrible
to say he was a French
Jamaican Russian accent.
Jamaican French. He was French. Do you not remember? He thought those guys were gorgeous.
Right. Just to mention, people in chat, try not to yell out spoilers to this game, but you can yell out theories and stuff.
I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expect this day to come, and my intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book, which would have saved me coming out on the boat if I'd read it earlier.
No. This is somebody writing to you.
Yes.
Alright.
Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows.
He's done jack shit.
Why am I doing it in this voice still?
I don't know. You're supposed to be doing it in a Jamaican French Russian accent.
Oh, good. Nobody
I
else.
don't know how to do any one of those three.
This game is a murder mystery, and it's great because you just don't get games like this anymore.
Oh, your presence. Nope. That's really not.
Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I'll leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at... No, I'm losing the French now. It's going to something else. My accent does...
The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. I've no idea what the hell that
That
was.
was a bit.
All will
German.
make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. I've lost it. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book to guarantee post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco.
no!
The bargain chapter remain unknown to you. I possess the details of him. I've elected to keep them private for now. Written by Henry Evans. So at the moment you've got information on the ship's journey, the ship itself, the crew. You can click on these to expand them, by the way. The list of the crew in it, and what happened to them. And as you know, I say Henry Evans.
The bosun's mate was French. Just saying.
Right.
Charlie
The
Mike.
guy that wrote you the letter. In fact, I'm gonna. Who wrote you the letter? Testing you here.
Henry, somebody or other.
Check the crew list. He's
Henry
actually.
Brennan?
You've gone past him. He's at the top.
Oh.
So
Henry something starting with an E.
you might be able to already identify one of the fates of the crew.
Henry Evans.
Yep. I don't think.
The surgeon.
Yeah, I don't think you're actually allowed to set it at this point yet. Who is? Yeah, you can't tell that because you haven't seen him. But yeah, you might know his fate to keep in mind for later.
Did we? I didn't pay
He wrote
attention
the
to the
book.
thing.
Well, he's not died, has he? Because he's wrote your
He
fucking...
might have. He said he was ill. He might have died in the interim.
It took a route.
Oh, I went around the Cape of Good Hope, did it?
Mm.
Okay, and the ship.
This will have more use when you start investigating. At the moment, you can just tell it's a ship, it's got things on it. And where everybody's rooms are.
You've got investigating feet.
And you have a picture of everybody. The game's going to tell you this, so I'm wasting my breath. But when those pictures are blurred out, you don't have any way of knowing how they died.
Is that Jesus? Was Jesus on this ship?
So where's the surgeon? I supposedly know he's not dead.
Unfortunately, he's not going to have a name tag on him saying, "Hi, I'm the surgeon."
So that guy is probably dead, right?
He is probably dead.
Killed
and
by the crew.
Remember that this boat turned up with all the crew missing, so everybody is probably dead, Dave.
Loose cargo.
On the cargo.
Something happened on the cargo deck. And this is where I mean Henry Evans a bastard, because he said, "I've written you a book of what happened, and it's an empty book, and you have to fill in the blanks."
Outside the first mate's window. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You can close the book now. There's a lot of blank pages, because Henry hasn't filled out any of it.
Henry's a bitch. So when you write on his current status, it's Henry's a bitch. Fuck
Oh
you,
my
Henry.
fucking God.
Fuck you, Henry. Oh, and a skull.
That's how many fates you've solved.
1.
None. That's a grayed out area.
How do I get off this?
One of the buttons should close the book. Might be. It's probably one of the face buttons because there aren't many buttons in this game.
B.
Let's go back to the previous page you're at.
Start AX.
Why?
That one.
Because I said so, that's why. You got a
And
compass with a skull in
the memento mortem. Remember death.
How could we forget? Is that it?
That's it. Go back on board and find that dead body.
Haha.
Keep your investigation feet on.
You sort of accidentally slurred a bit there. It's like a guy's drunk. Whoop!
Ho 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 ho. Let us see what is going on with this body.
Yeah, Danny's right. That's Henry Evans. Pretty much. I've written you a book. You pretty much have to just fill in a few words, like all of them.
Oh.
You now have the ability to use the compass
Oh my god.
to witness somebody's last moments.
Well, then surely you'll know what happened to them.
Yep.
If it's their last moments.
Yep.
Captain, open the door!
No! Get away from my door!
As we break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
My chat window machine just blue screen.
Oh, nice. Right, so you can move around. By the way, you can.
In the past.
So you can probably guess how he died.
Can I actually?
You can. Don't know if the game's told you this, but you can. Actually, I don't know if it's letting you do it yet. No, if you press a certain button while looking at him, it will bring up his page. I don't know if the game's introduced you. Just look
You're
at
just
his.
looking at his chest.
Look at his nipples. I don't know if the game's gonna tell you that yet. No, that's. I think you just want you to look around a bit more. The game's still doing a tutorial for you.
It's not doing it very well. So, I have my suspicions that man was shot by a
Naked captain.
Semi-naked captain. He's got pants on.
Oh, is it?
Ah! I'm having a stroke!
So he was shot
Yeah,
by
now
the
it's
captain.
introducing you to the book. You've just learnt page 120. No, sorry, you haven't. You've just started the chapter, the end.
Which is the end of the book.
Yeah. A gun was involved. Outside the captain's quarter, it tells you where, and you have to identify who is this? How did they die?
They were shot,
Well, they were
in the
shot
chest
by the
captain.
captain.
Yep, so select it. No, that's to get the dialogue, what just happened. Important detail to know on that dialogue, the person X, with X to the left of them, is the person whose page this is. That isn't helpful for this one, but some of them it's important to know.
Who was the guy with the hat?
That just gives
How
you an
did
immediate
he die?
history. Yeah, you have to go to the control on the top left. Right, can you guess who that is?
No.
You've just seen him naked holding a gun.
The captain.
Yes!
I didn't know that was him. How would I know that was him? He was naked. We're holding a gun. He's not naked holding a gun there.
And I was telling you, if the face isn't blurred, the game thinks you should know you can identify this person.
Fuck you, Windows 10.
So a lot of this is not. You don't know all of it. You just make guesses.
Yes.
So he is probably the captain.
So now you can leave.
There's not a lot to say, and I can no. Identify? No.
You don't have enough information to identify them.
Alright, so they're blurred out, but they
Yeah.
were
They're
involved.
involved, but you don't know.
Because you don't know the names. You literally know that's the captain because they yelled, "Captain, get out here." So you know these people were in the scene, but you don't know what they do.
Or who they are.
Yeah, I like the fact it goes dum every time you go through the prompts too. So, alright, look at him. I don't know if the game's going to tell you. Or open the book and go to this chapter again. Oh yeah, you skipped it because me and Braz were telling you to do it.
What?
Go to the book. Why? Select the thing on the top left. Left? Yep, there you go. You don't know the name, but you can identify how they died.
Shot.
Gun.
By whom?
By the captain.
Yep. That's all you've got so far.
Can you look at the other guy and figure out who is standing next to him?
You don't know it. You don't have enough details. Later on, once
You can see his face.
Yeah, but you don't know whose face that is yet. Once you find the death and other things, or somebody, you're not going to find many scenes where people go, "Hey, my name is Paul, and I'm about to die horribly."
Boy, am I having a bad day.
And somebody was sneaking up top.
Oh. Ho ho ho
With a
ho.
knife in their mouth.
You know, nobody would ever carry a knife in the mouth like that. You one trip and fall and you're giving yourself a permanent smile.
That leaves the scene. The door returns you back to reality.
Reality.
Or back
Reality.
out of the momentum mori.
Back to life.
Right.
Back to
You can now see
Oh.
chat again.
Can I
Sisco.
investigate his body?
I think that plays the scene back or opens his page. I've forgotten which. One thing is, every time you see a door...
Because he might have his name sewn into his
Yeah,
pants.
he might. He
Put
doesn't.
over.
But
He might, but he doesn't.
another body!
I saw the body.
Get in on that, Sisco. Super dead
more
bodies.
bodies.
Something went on in the captain's quarters.
Party time.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Mix has gone to bed already.
He went to bed already?
Anita was here and very upset that he didn't say hello, even though the chat window was broken.
So, you're back in the past.
Back
And-
to life. Back to... So, this chap is having his throat slashed by this chap.
And you should know this chap.
Should I?
It's the topless captain again. Also, if you turn around
The one
outside,
doing the killing or the one doing the...
he's
being killed?
doing the killing. Also, if you turn around and look outside, you can see the shot guy. This is like 5 seconds later.
Well, an accident.
Hang on a minute. So that guy charged the captain?
Ah, why are you having a stroke again? Why is he having a stroke?
It's taken me to the book.
It's just, yeah.
It assumes you've seen enough to know what's going on.
To be honest, I reckon there should be a button for that.
Yeah.
So we don't know who they are, but we know how they died. That was, no, he was bludgeoned?
No, he was had his throat...
Oh yeah, you're right, sorry, yes.
And his throat slit. I'm assuming that's just counting as knife.
Niffed. He was niffed.
By
Neck.
captain. The fucking captain's a badass in this.
Well, I assume there was a mutiny.
Actually.
I don't think there's anything other...
Well, this is the end. So the very end of this story, the only people left were trying to storm the captain's quarters, and so far he's killed 2 of them. You already know the captain. Everybody else you've not seen. Also,
So
watch
the captain's corpse isn't there unless he's the one that's in the other side of the room.
We should have to find out when we return to the present.
Which isn't in the room at this time. Is not in the room at this time. I wonder if
The guy that jumped on top. Turn around. Turn 180 degrees now. Look up.
Oh,
The sneaky knife guy
sneaky knife guy.
is getting ready to sneaky knife. Or fall off the end of the boat, because that's a really stupid thing to do. But these are sailors. I assume they are capable.
Kusky's asking how we know that's the captain.
He was in the captain's quarters with a gun.
No, literally the guy yelled, "Captain."
So, okay.
And these events connect 5 seconds later, because you can see the other body outside. And I think the door will be outside for leaving.
That was the guy who was shot that
Yeah.
we were looking at earlier.
So it's a fairly safe guess the next dead body in the room is probably involved in this scene.
Org. If you go out the back, is there a guy sitting out the back with the knife still in his teeth, but clearly
think this
cut
is-
himself to death?
I think this is Knife Guy, because
Because the captain's too much of a
We
badass
have
to go
sound
down.
effects going on, so you're missing the.
Ah!
so he tried to sneak up on the captain.
No, did he stab the captain? There's a knife
Oh,
in the
yeah,
captain.
he got a
He
knife.
stabbed the captain in the side. Look.
And the captain bludgeoned him in return, because the captain is a badass.
So he took. That's the weapon of the other guy.
Is that knife? I'm
So
assuming
he's
that's
already
knife guy.
dead.
Yep,
I think he's
That-
outside.
that is Knife Guy.
Don't think there's anybody else outside or anything like that.
Oh wait, there's something you've missed in the scene.
What was that L button pop up?
L
It was
button?
next to the captain. Oh.
Oh, sorry, that would be probably the open the captain's page.
Ah.
Gun on the floor. What have I missed?
What's that in there?
But they just found it. You found a dead woman.
Wait, how do we know she's dead?
Oh, okay. You found a woman who's either sleeping or dead.
Ah, and he's having a stroke. All the camera's apertures closing very slowly.
The game never tells you this, but every time you see a door open in one of the pasts, it opens in now. Which doesn't make much sense, but
Okay.
what the hell? That's how the game is doing
So now
progression.
we can go in there and check the bed.
Yep.
So I don't know who it is, but he was bludgeoned.
Or struck, maybe?
Struck. Did I have
Clubbed?
clubbed?
He went out for a night on the town.
By the captain.
Now there is an achievement in this game if you now go through and as ever you see everybody else's body if you declare that the captain killed them in some way. The achievement's called something like the captain did it.
But we
Well,
can't
that-
confirm that yet.
Thing is because it's technically true because the captain has responsibility for everybody.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the captain did it. It just means the captain is ultimately responsible.
Oh, was that? Wait, is that the? Oh no, sorry, I thought that was another body.
I think that's. No, it's just the woman who was in the bed who we should
Yeah.
probably have a look see and see if she's actually dead in the bed. Is she dead in the bed?
Did the captain do it?
We're not going to watch her be raped to death, are we?
Oh, you've got another body as well.
Next
Another
to the
two bodies.
next to the dead woman.
Well, this one's going to be curious because he wasn't in the room at all. Unless he's the captain. He did
Abigail.
get
And a name. The woman might be Abigail.
My friend. I shot him
Why?
dead.
So Abigail's brother.
Yep, that was a clue. Good catch.
I'll be with you soon, my love.
And then he commits suicide.
Please forgive me
How do you know what the fuck they said?
for everything.
Aren't you just investigating the body?
It's the magic watch of magicness.
Look, every insurance person gets one of these, you know.
So that's the captain.
Yep,
Who is he committing suicide?
he is committing suicide.
Okay. She's still dead in the bed.
And he just shot Abigail's brother.
Yeah, so
So
Abigail's
the guy
brother
outside on the floor.
is
Yep.
Abigail's brother. Who is Abigail?
The woman in the bed, presumably.
She will be on the Q man. Q. the
She will be.
Crew
She will be
manifest.
in the book.
Will she?
Yep.
Okay.
And as Danny says, so you should know his last name now. Look for
Go check.
Abigail.
Go check the book and check the crew roster.
Look for Abigail, and then figure out what.
Actually, sorry, there's a different way. I'm sure. There's a button to skip to the front of the book, but I don't know what it is on a controller. You don't want to be doing this every time.
Crew
So,
manifest.
we can do some investigating here.
Where's Abigail?
Fate unknown. Oh. Can I-
That's fine, you can. Click on it now. I don't know, I think it's a different button. Oh, sorry, go back. Back one. And then, I think a different button's set his fate? Nope, apparently I'm wrong. Fortunately, because you're playing it on controller. Mind you, it's going to jump to his page now anyway.
Says that woman might not be Abigail. How many women are on the ship?
4.
Ooh. you willing to say that's Abigail in the bed?
Well, he did say Abigail.
Yeah, but he could just be talking to a dead person, not
That's true.
necessarily the one in the bed.
Doesn't actually know who the woman is. She's just dead in the captain's quarters.
Yeah. He shot. Oh, suicide, right.
Suicide with a gun.
Ah, the game's teaching on the mechanic now.
This may or may not be correct.
It was pretty, yeah.
It is. I'll give you that. When you get 3 correct, they are set in stone. So the game will let you know. But we haven't got any other names yet. So when you've got somebody's correct name and correct source of death, when you've got 3 of them, they all get ticks to say yes.
You are right.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Where does it get? Where do I get ticks?
Yeah, it's only when you've got 3.
You've guessed one.
So far,
when you guess 3, it'll tell you if they're right.
Because the other guys, you haven't got their name.
Oh, right.
You know how they died, you don't know who they are.
So I thought when you had to have 3 bits of information. Who
No,
he
no,
is,
it's-
what killed him, and...
No,
3 fates.
people. 3 people and how they died.
So...
Go back to the woman, because we can...
Right.
Go look at the woman. Oh yeah, sorry, no, you're okay, you're correct.
Abigail's brother lying here.
Did we learn Abigail's surname?
Nope, we didn't
No.
look her up.
Oh, sorry. Find the button that skips to the front of the book, please.
B skipped to the end.
Try pressing B twice. Ah, that was it. You just pressed it. Whatever it was, you just pressed.
X.
Makes sense. Opposite of B.
So... Do we have an Abigail?
There's a Kristen Wolf.
Abigail Hosgood Whittrill.
Yep. And you might notice the captain was also called Witterell. So she's obviously married to the captain.
Or there's an incestuous thing going on.
Or there's that. Unfortunately, that's going to make identifying her brother a bit tricky because she's taken the captain's name.
Well, he's a Scot.
Yep. That's also a valid...
Or he's likely to be a Scot, anyway.
There's one.
So there's William Hosgood.
Oh.
You did say
Who
he
was
was
the
his
first-
best
Wait,
friend.
go back to Abigail's name.
Hosgood.
Abigail has kept her surname. She's Abigail Hosgood Witterell.
Oh.
So...
Oh, yeah, as he said, he was first mate, it would be his best friend.
Yeah.
First mate.
So...
It also means he's probably standing near the captain.
That
Yeah.
presumably is him. I don't
Yeah.
know. What?
This is you changing his cause of death. So go back.
He was shot in the chest by the captain.
You might not have got the right person, but we know it's one person in that room.
Hang on, wait. Oh, we need one more before we get
Yeah.
this set stone, right. So that should be that. So no way of saying
Now,
who the other 2 blokes.
there
Check
are
out
a
the
lot of-
baby face.
There are a lot of details relevant in those photos. The fact that he's standing next to the captain, things you have to look up nuances like that.
Okay, well let's.
I don't know. I think you have to go back to the present before you can go into a different body.
Do you
Oh,
think?
well, we're conscious.
We're still in a memory.
Still in a memory.
Do you remember that?
What? Why have we
Welcome
gone back
to
to
the
the
end.
book?
This chapter is finished, and you've. I think the X tells you that. Actually, go select the X's. I'll not let you do that.
No.
Right. Let me see if the mouse will reveal what the X's mean. I think it just means you found the 4 people in this chapter.
I haven't inspected them.
Abigail died earlier
Well, obviously.
because she's dead. So, how did Abigail die? Take your bets.
Poison?
Martin. Where is the
Jungle fever?
You lost your mind. Get back inside. Oh. So this looks
They
like.
got killed by the Kraken?
So she got killed by an accident.
No, a giant octopus. What do you mean an
Look-
accident? It's a fucking giant octopus, Sisco. What kind of investigator are you? Oh,
It's an-
she had an accident at work and claimed.
That scene is actually wonderfully presented. When it first comes up, you mostly see the mast hitting her, and you go, "Oh, she was hit by a mast." That was welded by a kraken. She got krakened.
Oh, it's cracking.
At least he kept his hat. That could
And-
be for the picture.
Oh, he's about to die.
You've also learned that things got a bit weird. Now, she called out him by name.
Martin?
Martin.
Yeah.
Look,
There's
another lady.
another
face.
woman. A whole bunch of women.
You can identify both those women in this scene.
Can I?
Yes.
Have you stroke?
How can I identify both those women?
Use your sleuthing abilities. Sleuth!
Take a look at the pictures.
The Doom. We had a bit of a kraken infestation. That's what happens when you drop food on the floor.
This corpse was moved post-mortem.
Yep.
So this is Abigail Hoskett Winther, and she.
Crushed, maybe? Hit by. Smacked in the face.
She had a bad day. It's like
Smacked in the
The
face
kraken-
by a kraken who
the
hit her with the
kraken
mast.
clubbed her.
Clubbed.
No, I don't think she was clubbed. Surely she was
The
crushed.
game will accept a broad series of terms.
She was crushed by the.
You want it to be.
I want her to be murdered.
She-
By a terrible
You've
beast.
got 3 fates, correct?
Well done. 3 fates.
But yes, the game will accept a variety of deaths. See now, you notice that it changes.
Whoa, that's creepy. And your hand's upside down. I hope it's empty.
It changes it in the book from no longer being a prompt to being hard written. And there you go. You got your first 3 fates.
And this thing.
That's the pros meter.
Sure it is. X for the table of contents.
Oh.
Y to open or close the book.
Right. So we should be continuing on and trying to identify.
Yep. She yelled at the other guy.
Oh, your hand's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, that
Why is his hand freaking out?
it means there's another body to further your investigation you can find in this scene.
Oh,
There you go.
see.
Oh, wait. She called him out by name.
Why does it say zoom?
Yeah, look at his face. She's having problems doing with the gamepad. Yep, and then action. Oh, sorry, this is the game teaching you the next mechanic. I think it's not going to let you investigate. We might have to come back to this scene. You've sniffed a body. It's telling you to go find a body, so look around. Your momentum mori is going, there's a body here somewhere.
There's a lot of fucking bodies, Thorne. Look at them all.
But there is somebody who died just now.
Well, they've been ripped in half, so.
And it means you can chain into his death. Now, annoyingly, the game will insist you find his body. See the watch is going, hey, follow me.
Follow me, fuckface.
I can't move.
Do you have to press a button? Oh, press a button, sorry. And then the watch releases a fart, and you have to go follow the fart.
Following the fart.
See, that's actually annoying it does this, because you were in the middle of... You had several other clues there to go off of. And now their body becomes visible.
Well, I wasn't. How would I have walked past that?
Magic. Insurance is a difficult business.
Especially the mystical time traveling insurance.
So, I think you can probably guess how he died. Shaving
Get
accident.
crackened. Did he fall down the stairs?
Ooh.
Has he got suction marks on him?
No, that's tattoos.
Tattoos, they look like suction marks.
Now he... Yeah, if you zoom, it opens their part of the photo directly. See if you can actually move the camera around now to get a look at his bod. Yeah, it's showing you where he is in the photo.
The guy with the tattoos.
Yeah. Right, you can, and this one I don't think is entirely fair unless you know bits about the world, but you can actually completely identify him now.
Oh, you can open the book as well.
Yeah, it's just told you what I told you.
Well, I've no idea how to identify him unless he's from.
There are several things you need to... Do you want me to tell you? Some of these... One of them's geography, and one of them's related to how the boat works.
You mean floating?
What? You found him dead. You found him dead on the top deck.
Mm-hmm.
So he is likely a top man.
Giggity?
Because everybody in the boat is assigned a job depending where they are on the boat.
Right.
So he's one of the top men.
So he's going to be the Persian, is he?
Keep going through.
Oh, Jesus, there's loads of them.
He's not Persian. Those aren't Persian tattoos.
Was he from New Guinea? Or
Yep, that's your only other choice, because Russia and England don't have those. He has got tribal markings, and that's a New Guinea thing.
He could have been a Maui.
But you know, of who you've got available.
Can we get
Racist.
Can we get his page? And
You have. I don't. You don't think you've had your heart attack yet.
What?
You know when it goes out and then takes you
Stroke, you mean?
Yeah.
Heart attack.
Close the book and wait for the game to do the shutter effect. And whilst it's doing that, have a look round, see how everybody else was doing at this moment in time.
Hey, look, we got one of the limbs. Or one of the tentacles.
yeah.
Hacky hack.
Why
Do
is
we
it-
have to see the tentacle monster bled to death because he had one of his tentacles?
He wasn't one of the crew.
He might as well have been. He was on the ship.
He was the cook. He's one of the ones I didn't get. But yeah, you are supposed to identify
He
these.
was ripped in half. He fell. Torn apart. Yay!
By the captain.
By the first mate. Who's paying insurance on this ship, by the way? If you're an insurance... Too much coffee!
There's another body I can find? Then?
Yeah, you tend to find.
What's in the cage?
It's a goat.
Oh, I thought it was a dog.
And there's a man.
Praying?
No, actually, if you look, he's throwing a gun to another man. He's not praying.
Please! Do not rip me in half.
I've never been a religious man, but fucking hell, there's a kraken.
There's a pig. Hang on, I bet the pig's dead.
Yes, but it's
We
not
learn about the pig?
a member of the crew. However, that side, you will learn the death of one animal because it needed for the game's story, which is a bit silly because it's not part of the crew. I don't think he's dead yet. I think he's just hugging the...
He looks pretty ill.
Oh, you have to press the button before the watch will show you. It'll dim everything else out. Yep, and that you are correct. It's now saying, go look at this body. I smell a body.
Yeah, Meeks has already left, Ito. He decided not to sleep last night.
Do I need to send this off again?
Yep. Release the fart.
It's right here!
Is it another half?
Is it just going round in a circle?
It is, yes. It's following a pathfinding thing.
Ooh, I wonder who it could possibly be. It could be anywhere. It's the moon! Nope, it's on the floor. It's a bit of something. Which is very suspicious, Ito.
Yes, Ito.
Did he die because he didn't hold on?
Jack! Wait.
Calls of death didn't hold on. Calls of death blowed up.
Yep. They were trying a grenade trick.
Has he got that wrapped around himself? Because that's probably not a good idea. Take a look at the guy. The other guy. Yeah, that's going to get you into trouble. Basically.
Not the Kraken. I'm not quite sure what they were doing. I think he was swinging while holding a barrel of gunpowder.
Oh.
But this is a few seconds in the past, so everybody else is still trying to leave from below
Did he
decks.
die by falling down the stairs carrying guns?
And look, he's still in one piece. He hasn't yet been ripped in half. That's the next death. So most of the chapters you'll be learning backwards.
Is there a person in that explosion?
Yes.
Looks like there's an outline of a person.
There is a person in the explosion.
Why did they blow up a person?
No, the person was swinging over with a barrel to try and get it into the monster. because he didn't really
The
have.
explosive. He was carrying an explosive.
He was
barrel.
swinging on a rope, holding a. They didn't have the greatest plans.
They could have just thrown the fucking barrel.
No, they couldn't.
Because
it's
he
a
was
barrel of gunpowder. They can't throw
Met
it.
his fate because he was a fucking moron.
Exploded.
Don't know who he is because he's just a pile of
Go.
mist.
You can't say by who. There's no who.
Was blasted by an explosion by his own stupidity.
Play the script. Sorry, I don't think any names were yelled out.
No, there wasn't.
No. Okay. I think you have to remember the scene that somebody died in an explosion.
Was he ripped in half?
Did we ever figure out who Martin was?
We got ripped out of that scene. We need to go back to that scene, look at Martin and the two women.
Right,
Giddy,
okay.
giddy, we're off to look at
I
some
don't know if you've
ladies.
finished this chain yet. I don't know if the game's gonna...
It doesn't seem like I've got any more.
If you finish the chain, you should find the door on the edges of the scene somewhere.
There it is.
I love the fact it's just a magical door. So he's not even on the deck, it's just floating. Stupid watch magic. Right, so you can either find the next body or you can go back to Abigail to go look at her death because we have people to poke in it.
Giggity.
Did we figure out who that bit was, or was that just...
That's the guy that's ripped in half.
The guy who ripped in half we figured out because of the tattoos.
Yeah.
So it's just we need to go back to Abigail.
Yeah.
And figure out who Martin. Well, can we look at the ship's manifest actually first?
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, the game wants to teach you something. Oh right, so if you got the pocket watch open, if you open the book, you skip to their page anyway.
Okay, well, I
In
don't
a
wanna go to
minute,
her
Danny.
page.
We'll be downstairs in a minute.
Yeah, we can get...
Right. So let's say there's a Martin Perrott.
The third mate.
She would... is there any other Martins?
That's what we're looking for.
That's what I'm looking for.
Doesn't look like it.
No other Martins, so we know who Martin is.
Yep, so you can go back in her scene, open the book, and name him.
Say, dude, you're Martin.
Also, while you're here, I told you can identify the two women in
Go to the
that
picture,
scene.
go to the
So,
picture,
oh no,
go-
go to the book. Oh, I already told you this 4 women, haven't I? So you don't need to do that. Yeah, go to the picture.
Go to the picture.
Actually, you do need to look at the crew for the woman.
Look, there's women's.
Yep, you know Abigail, a woman there. Actually, this is relevant. Abigail and the 3 women are there. So who's the 4th woman?
Where is
Down
it?
there on the royalty.
Yep, she's a member of the delegates that are with them from the Formotions.
Right.
So the 2 women in that scene could not have been the royalty because she wouldn't be with them.
So this one.
Interestingly, the game reckons that this person is very hard to identify because the triangle's the difficulty. But I'm telling you, it's actually very easy to do them now.
Because there's only. So you've got.
You know Abigail, you know she's not the delegate.
So you've got Emily or Jane.
Yep. There's an important detail to notice there.
One is Miss, so one's
Yep.
younger, and this one looks younger than the other one.
Something even easier than that. What do you have when you're married?
Wedding ring, huh?
Yes. Go look in the scene. Go identify who is wearing a ring.
Well, I'll have to go into the actual scene.
Yes, you can look at Abigail's face and then activate the watch. In the real world, not in the book. Jump back into Abigail's memories.
The Doom, part 8 of 8.
Yep. You can skip it.
They really need sound effects, don't they?
So,
As soon as
how
it
do I-
starts.
Right, look at his face, and then I think you have to be quite close. There you go. And now his photo will open. So he's standing to the left, and then another button should open his page. Oh no, you haven't got his page yet. You haven't found out how he died. So you know he's standing
He
to the
fell
left.
on his sword.
Oh wait, I don't know if you can yet, because you know who he is in the photo, but you don't know.
She's the older of the two, and she has a wedding ring.
Yep.
Yes.
So can we open the book from looking at it?
No, but you can't open the book outside. I can't see the one behind. Oh, no, I can.
But we already knew she was there.
Because there's only two of them in that scene. Alright, do you have to
So you
wait?
can open the book.
So I'll have to leave. I
Oh,
can't open the book yet.
But you don't know. You haven't got their page yet, so you can't name them.
Because we haven't found them.
Sorry.
Dead.
So you can't. I thought
We
you
can't
could
name them
from
because
this.
we haven't found them dead.
Oh no, you're right. You can name them from the photo. Yep, you're right. God, I'm the one that's played this game.
So this is Miss Emily Bird.
Miss Jane Bird.
You're mixing the names together now.
This is Emily Jackson.
I'm pretty sure you can open the photograph, this prompt, from looking at their face, but I don't know the button for it.
We don't know how she died, but we know that that's who she was.
Scroll down to the other photo.
Well, is that her husband she's dancing with?
No. 'Cause
Oh.
he was standing to the left of the captain. Sorry, your left, not the captain's left. So the captain's right.
And that's Martin Perrott.
Yep.
Okay, now we need to leave this entire thing.
And go investigate further.
Find a way out. I don't see the door.
The magical door. I think it's up on the upper deck. Oh no, it's there in the distance.
It's just
Behind
past-
those men having a hope and a kraken.
Oh, look, he's got a hat. Can you not identify him from his hat? Look at his face. Look at his face.
I think you.
Stare at his face. Yeah, look, he's wearing a stupid hat.
Try pressing buttons here, because I'm sure there's a page that just opens his. Ah, there you go. Opens him in the photo.
I mean,
Remember
we don't know who he is,
Yeah.
but we're fairly sure he got krakened.
There is some important details though, is that he's wearing a hat, so he's likely an officer.
And he's just wearing a t-shirt, so
he's
he's
likely
likely a dock worker.
He's likely a top man because he's on the top deck.
Oh wait, no, it's that guy.
That's the guy that's in half.
Did I accidentally go further?
Yes, you just changed.
The doom!
He went deeper.
Deeper in the doom.
I didn't want to see this.
or hear his death again. The excruciating being ripped in half.
Hug me!
Yes.
Every time! You never hug me!
See, look above him. He is throwing a gun. I'm not going mad, am I? Yeah, there he goes, throwing a gun.
the
But
ones
now
I
that you said that, it does look like he's just going, yeah!
I need a hug!
I know what'll save us.
I also
Jazz hands!
I also own a hat.
Krakens hate jazz hands.
Okay, so
Fuck you, Emily. We've got all Abigail. Even we've got all the stuff.
And that means you've also identified 3 out of 4 women on this boat, which isn't saying much because there wasn't many women on these sort of boats.
Sexist boats.
Very sexist.
identified him. Is there anything?
You are now sniffing for bodies.
Oh, you mean in the game?
Yes. And again, the game never tells you this, but because you've seen a scene where one of these lower deck doors was open, it's now...
Open.
Yep.
So you can go down and go wee.
You couldn't enter this right from the start.
I'm below decks, bitches.
And I see
Somebody got
flies.
squished.
I see flies. That means bodies.
Yes, but I'm having a look around.
doing it
You
first.
can go through the doors if you want to look in all the rooms and check where you are on the map and things like that.
Ow. Forgot how to door.
You picked the
Ow,
one door
ow,
that
ow.
was, picked the door that was locked typically. I think the X means it's locked.
So when you
Can
said
I
you can
find
go
keys?
through the door,
Anything but those doors, fine. And
Can I shoot the cannon?
no.
You're an investigator. Oh look, squidgy guy.
guy,
Squidgied.
guy dead under a cannon. You don't think that's worth investigating?
You have to investigate. It's your job. You're writing up the insurance claim.
So, how did he die?
Sir, loose cannon!
How dare you? I'm not a loose cannon.
Ouch.
Trying to have sex with the cannon.
I love that it also plays a dong noise as the... Wait. Dear me.
I don't think I can actually see too much of this.
Go back to him. You're skipping past stuff with his hand. His hand got squidged. Look at his face. Learn more about his face.
I don't think I need to learn more about his face. I was going to see if there's anybody else in here.
You know there's an officer in this scene because he
It
said
said
sir. Although he might also be the officer. Oh, you already know. That's
Oh,
Martin.
That's Martin.
So when did this happen?
Yeah.
Yay!
Are they dead?
Bit of
They're probably going to be the next death because they are slightly dead. You're waiting for the stroke.
He just says he obviously died of natural causes. The natural cause of the natural cannon.
Try to fuck a cannon.
Yeah. Was a horny fucker, fucked a cannon.
He went under. He was crushed.
He's basically the great grandfather of the guy who was fucking the tubes on board the spaceship.
So he's.
Tube fucker?
Yep.
No?
No.
Whatever.
That's a callback.
That was a call back.
He's the guy that yelled so. And the Watcher's got the jizzers for another dead body.
The Watcher's got the jizzes. There's a guy under there.
There's several dead bodies actually. I don't know which one the Watch wants. The Watch will insist you play them in reverse chronological order. So what chapter was this?
7.
So it's either
The Doominin.
So it's either during or before the Kraken. Because the Kraken was the bits we've seen were chapter 8.
The end.
That was chapter 10.
Make your mind up, fart gas. Which one of this pile of mush do you want us to look at? The headless one. Alright. Decapitated by a
Yeah,
wasp.
he's slightly dead.
He should be easy to identify. He doesn't have a head.
The fuse did it! So you got cannoned in the face?
So
Maybe?
well,
Move around, sister.
this was the loose cannon before it handed in its ID and gun.
You mean before
Did he get
the other guy started
cannoned?
fucking it?
Yeah, he got cannoned.
He got cannoned in the
No.
face.
The other guy was fucking the cannon. The cannon ejaculated.
The cannon.
Directly
Wait!
into that guy's face.
That cannon is being welded by a tentacle. He got killed by the Kraken with a cannon.
The Kraken shot him?
with a cannon. It's a bit overkill, isn't it?
So you got cannoned in the face by a Kraken.
Don't think the book will let you enter that, even though that is the. He also had a bad day.
Well, we've seen it, game. Are we
That's
gonna...
no, it's just be looking around who else is here.
Uh-huh.
Like, what's Martin doing at the moment? We know Martin's in this room somewhere.
Nope, having a stroke.
They're all in here.
I know Husker just said smart crack, and for some reason I actually read that as clever girl.
Who was this? How did they die?
Oh, was
How
it-
would we know their face?
There was a double. There was 2 people in that explosion. 2 people got cannoned.
The guy, one of them had a hat. Wait, hang on. I don't know which one got...
I
in the
think if
face.
you look closely, they're both in the cannon. You can come out of this and look.
Are we sure he's the one who got shot by the
I
cannon?
think they both are. I think if you look, there's 2 people in that explosion.
We only found one face on the floor. Sorry, one lack of face on the floor. Claude.
So not only did they get killed by a Kraken with a cannon, it was a double kill.
The terrible beast crackened them.
Yeah, they're both on top of each other.
Giggity.
Yeah. And somebody else also died while this was going on.
Got the jitters.
I don't think Martin's actually come down the steps yet.
Isn't that the guy with
So-
the tattoos over there as well? So he got cannoned in the
There's
face.
2 people there. It's very hard to tell
The
though.
one on the right, did he just get turned to the right? Whoa. Is there somebody in that? No. Big pile of... There's a foot down there, look. So he got
Oh,
crushed.
that's who you're investigating next.
He got crushed by the cannon,
Yep.
presumably?
a split
Can't
second.
seem
For,
to identify him.
you might have to do it from the other side. Oh no, the watch is up.
Leaving. I'm back.
Apparently I was too close.
The watch was just going, no. Now you have to find him, which is silly. A lot of these mechanics are like, the game really didn't need them, but otherwise it would be a very short game.
The circle's round in a circle. It's here, look.
Follow the fart. Where is he in the real world? Exactly where you saw him dead in the past. Because people were a bit busy to clear up.
So he died a few seconds beforehand. Load!
Are you ready? No. Don't light it. I said don't light it.
Oh. He's getting crushed by the beast.
So he's getting a good. There's the cannon fucker. Look.
No, they're the two about to get shot.
No, he's fucking a cannon.
Oh yeah.
And you can see his hat falling off.
Yeah, but he's also fucking a cannon.
Yeah, he is also fucking a cannon. And a kraken at the same time. A bit of a menage a trois there. Bit of an unholy one.
He is there. Hang on, did he have a K on his top? Don't zoom in on the guy fucking the cannon.
There's the cannon fucker.
Yeah.
He'd be the officer because he was wearing a hat.
Yes, he is wearing a hat. He is somebody.
And he's lying on the floor like a French girl. Being
I am
cute.
not 100% certain. Go look at the crew manifest. Oh, sorry, you have to have a stroke first.
Have a stroke. Have a dildo.
Fuck a cannon.
That one's getting clipped. Thorne. You know that's getting clipped.
Who is this? How did they die?
He was
Fucking the cannon.
No, he just got run over by it. It's the other guy that was fucking the
he
cannon.
was crushed by the beast.
No, he was crushed by the cannon. The guy that's being squeezed. I think the game will probably let you have both, but I'd say he was crushed by the cannon.
Wasn't really loose.
Wasn't
was
really loose. It was kind of wielded.
Danny wants a nip.
No, they were talking about the Kraken's also a detective, and he's a bit of a loose cannon.
Hand in your badge and your gun, Kraken. There's been a nip, so stop throwing your socks around.
Go look at the crew manifest.
There's been a
I'm
nips.
fucking sorry and I miss your nipples.
I do.
Right.
Officers are at the top, and
Third mate.
what officer would be working with the cannons?
The cannon officer!
The gunner, I suppose.
Think that's the case.
Or the gunner's mate.
You can obviously change it later, so you could take a guess and say that guy with the top hat might be Christian Wolf. Actually, go look at the photos. And look where top hat guy is standing. I think he's in the bottom photo.
There's top hat guy. He looks angry.
No,
hang on,
he
there's
is-
two hat guys.
He's
There's that hat guy. And then there's...
but it's that guy to the right. That's the guy we're trying to identify. He is overlooking the people shooting.
So you reckon it's the...
Christian...
Oh right, the game doesn't think you should know him yet. So oopsies.
Well,
I think the game.
is going, hey, you don't know.
No, what I think the game is saying is you don't know for definite if it's him or the gunner's mate. He is one of the gunners.
Yeah, his hat fell off. He's wearing a hat. None of the other ones are wearing a hat. Did he die by headbutting the cannon? Thanks,
Very
game.
annoying.
You trying to get his body out of the way.
He has a beard, if that helps.
But he's not dead yet, though.
Not yet.
It doesn't look like there's any more dead ones in this scene, so I think it's just a find your way out situation.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I am going to put together a table.
You help me with murder mysteries.
You do murder mystery. You do time travel murder mystery. I'm gonna do DIY.
Here's the door.
All screws and things. I
Right.
found glue.
So there's a few dead there. But we didn't actually get any names.
No, nobody yelled a name. We have a theory.
Well, we got Christian Wolf, but it won't let us have it.
Oh, you can't actually go set it. The game won't stop you setting it. But it's only a theory at the moment.
All of them are only theories. We don't have any hard evidence and proof to
I've
say
got a
anything.
theory it's a dancing demon. No. Something isn't right there.
Dun dun dun.
Somebody has died.
In bits.
Is there 2 corpses there, or was it just me?
Just one.
Just lots of little bits of one.
I think that's you've seen the only double.
Oh no, you're cut.
He's Scottish.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
There's actually quite a few people to identify here.
So Brennan is bringing the surgeon's kit. So neither of those is going to be Brennan. Is this Brennan here?
Doesn't look like it.
The game actually tries to give you a big fucking clue here. Keep walking, go back and keep walking. See the guy holding his hand up to his ear like, did somebody just call my name?
So we reckon he is Brennan.
Yeah.
I'm Brennan. Bishop Brennan.
Did I just hear somebody yell Brennan? Yeah, press X now, is it? I think once you've got the photo showing up in the background, you can then press whatever you pressed before. Yay.
Oh,
And he was knifed later on by the captain, but that's Brennan.
whoever Brennan is.
Bishop.
I found one of them is just unknown.
Davy James was asking for trouble, wasn't he? Davy James' locker.
Oh, there's another unknown seaman.
Giggity. Unknown seaman. Whose is this? Who left this
Henry
here?
Brennan was knifed by Captain Wittrell.
Yep, so later on he tried to mutiny.
Presumably, we've got no hard evidence.
And no, that's not the surgeon. He was yelled to bring the surgeon's kit. There looks like other dead bodies there to investigate.
Bishop
Yeah.
Brennan.
But you know the guy that's dying. He did give a clue you need to remember.
Think about Peter.
He tried to
pull him back in.
Yeah.
The Escape. Chapter 9. Hang on, after Doom?
Yes. So after they got krakened,
So what chapter was the end? I thought the end
Chapter
was
10.
Oh, I didn't actually notice how he died.
he was bleeding out.
Yeah, but did
Yeah,
he
we
get
don't know what
stabbed?
happened to him.
We assume he got stabbed. We don't know by who.
Suicide.
It's kind of difficult to tell, actually.
He fell ill. He froze to death.
He expired.
He exploded.
I actually don't know if we know how he died.
There was a knife outside and he had a blood trail going into his room.
So
He was niffed.
So he stabbed himself, is what you're saying.
by an unknown.
We
attacker.
don't know yet who niffed him. We do know the guy standing next to him is an officer and Scottish. That might be enough to identify him.
Let's have a look.
I don't know if it's going to let you. I was going to say that, oh no, the watch really wants to tell you about another body.
It gets very excited about dead bodies, doesn't it?
Well, there's
Dude, look, there's one over there, look.
somebody else died.
It was so awesome.
I think you don't have to go to that body immediately. You can. Oh, it takes you out of the scene, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Expired die of old age. Spoilers: nobody died of old age.
What about the Kraken? Or is it still alive?
I presume the Kraken's still alive and well, living in Hawaii.
Why would it be living in Hawaii when it was clearly an African coast?
Sorry.
Oh,
Somebody went clubbing.
bludgeoned, clubbed. Do I know that guy?
But
He looks familiar, but to be fair, they all look the same.
is he Brennan? I think he's Brennan, isn't he?
Is he shooting at that picture? Why would the surgeon be shooting?
No, he's not the surgeon. He was just.
Seaman.
Seaman Henry Brennan.
Yep. So Brennan was clubbing before the other guy yelled, "Brennan, get the surgeon's kit."
Right, so for some reason there was some sort
Who's
of
he
big
clubbing?
So
fight.
he's about to discover the dead guy in the room, or the guy bleeding to death.
Who's he clubbing in the head?
So he's the Scotsman, and we don't know that yet.
He's an officer. We don't really know him, do we?
We think we do. He's Scottish and he's an officer. Oh, do we know him? I think we do, actually. It's William Hoskett.
Alright, so William Hoskett.
And he was Scottish. Abigail was Scottish as well, wasn't she? So
Yes.
yeah, we've actually already identified him.
Right, so...
And the guy that was getting clubbed has actually just murdered another guy. Like, for fuck's sake, people!
Was the Kraken not enough?
Did I just go into another body because of
No,
that?
the watch is about to go, ooh, ooh, there's a dead body! So,
Don't mind the knocking sound of putting together a table.
So this,
Absolutely fine.
I don't know who it is, but he was clubbed by Brennan.
yep.
And the Brennan kids. Oh god, the Brennan kids were mania. Boom, boom,
Gladly.
boom, boom.
Was clubbed to death by Henry Brennan.
Seaman.
His seamen were clubbed to death.
And the other guy that's dead on the floor is the next body, funnily enough. Now you have to find out where he is in relation to where you've just seen him. As in, release the fart.
Release the Kraken! I mean, release the farts!
But
He'll take you around in a
next to him.
circle. It's like, it had to do something, okay?
It was hired, right? It's got a job to do. Just shut up and let it do it.
It's not like the watching show. You're standing on the other body already. God damn it! Why am I even here?
So there was a mutiny.
Right, here's my assumption, okay? Somebody wanted to marry the Kraken, the captain wouldn't let it happen. Fucking mutiny. Right, he's fresh. You know he's fresh.
So somebody young heard those two talking and decided the best way to deal with it was to yell "Mutiny!" Which is, you know, and they got into a bit of a tiff.
Oh,
And then they sneezed.
shot his head clean.
No, they sneezed and held their nose closed, which you should never do.
Seriously?
And here's why.
The game does take advantage of the fact that it's only one bit colour to get kind of visceral.
So this guy was also clubbed Henry Brennan.
But Henry Brennan saw him shoot this guy's face off and then smacked him around the back of the head.
But hang on.
A
So,
likely story, Thorne.
but there was two guys speaking.
Yep, so there should be somebody else.
So where's the other guy in the scene?
There, perchance? He died earlier, so I think we'll be dealing with his death next.
He's knifed on.
Oh, was he the guy bleeding out in the room? I think he was the guy
Yes.
bleeding out in the room. Yeah. So he doesn't die
So
yet.
they knifed him.
I can't tell who's the young one.
So,
There's people upstairs going, "Do you hear something weird downstairs?" There's Brennan with his club.
What's his club called?
He's always clubbing.
ABC. Always be clubbing.
I see. I can't tell who was the fresh young one because one of them's missing a face and that kind
So he doesn't look fresh and young.
Yeah, the other thing is, I say, go to the. Damn it! What do you call it? The script. People are.
First of all,
The manifest?
shot
No.
by a gun by an unknown attacker.
What's the word I'm looking for when you have a log of what people said?
Transcript?
Transcript. That's it. Yep. Look at the transcript.
So the person that died is the mutineer.
Yep. Not the kid yelling mutiny.
Yeah. So the kid killed him. Where was
Not necessarily. The kid might be the guy with the knife in his back. Because this is just the moment of death you're seeing. So
Oh yeah.
he took longer to die.
Okay. So the kid survived to go. I tried to pull somebody back, which is weird considering he wasn't pulling anybody back.
You know, he's talking about earlier. And this is just after the Kraken attack. Oh, yeah, you can actually identify that one now, if you want the clue.
What?
You know the guy that's swinging on the explosive barrel?
Yeah.
That guy was trying to pull him back in.
Ah. And he was Pete. But yeah, okay, I need to find another corpse, don't I?
Tell Pete's mother I tried to stop him swinging on an explosive barrel,
So
but
if
he
you
just straight up
look at-
found it.
Yeah, if you look at the crew manifest for the guy that exploded, you now know he's called Pete. You have to press the button to release the fart, and then it'll... sorry, to dim,
Release the fart!
dim everything else in the world.
To
Somebody was dying upstairs! Totally unrelated death. God, they were busy dying all over the place in this...
I'm getting thrown overboard.
Yep.
Release the fart! Oh god, somebody's clipping that.
The insurance fart ghost. So, how did you die?
He was buggered to death.
If somebody dies off ship, it conveniently leaves a marker.
Let them go!
Oh fuck.
Somebody else got...
So he got shot by... Oh!
Kraken?
That's the woman.
That's a woman.
So hang on. Whoever he is, he got shot by... she's the married woman.
You should be able to look at her. I don't know if the game will...
Emily Jackson.
He got shot by Emily Jackson.
And it looks like Emily Jackson was trying to get off the boat.
Yep.
Along with the woman. The other woman, if you notice.
Is the other woman
Kraken love story, I told you.
there? But you are...
No. That's a dude.
I think the other one...
Another dude. Oh. Somebody else deed on the floor here.
Yep. Go highlight... Go select Emily's page.
Uh-oh.
Oh, once.
So Emily...
Emily escaped or got off the boat. We don't know.
Well, no, we don't...
Because this is chapter 8.
Is
And
this before the Kraken attack?
this is after the Kraken. That's why they were mutinying, because of all the crap that's happened. Oh, I'm telling a lie. This is part 3. Oh, no, sorry. This is part 3 of chapter 9, the escape. And chapter 8 was the... chapter 7 and 8 was the Kraken.
So we don't know who he is, but he got shot. By Emily. There she is.
Maybe he was a douche.
Well, he seemed to be trying to stop them.
Yeah, we don't know who he is.
It could be a husband, Danny, but there's no way to know.
I know this wants to tell you the next body. Can you go look at Emily? Yep, you can't open her page and set that she escaped.
Just accept it, okay?
Oh, I think you have to do it from the crew manifest, the fates somewhere.
They have to do it from her page.
She won't have a page because she got away. think you have to do it for the crew manifest.
How do we know she got away though? Just because she was on the boat?
This is like the end of the book. Or, alternative, could you set... Oh, go back. I'm sure you could set the death here somehow. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Try some other buttons, can you? No?
Well, she didn't escape alone as well. There's a guy there with her, and
Well, she had a husband.
But we don't know who that is yet.
yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean she escaped with her husband.
Do me a favour, bring up the book. Let me just try it with a mouse. Emily Jackson. Weird, I thought you could set it there. Okay, or maybe we don't have the ability to do that yet. Okay.
There's more mechanics
Oh, yeah.
than jittery stopwatch. Oh, dead body.
Yes, yes, off you pop fart, but I know you're coming back here. You're gonna make me follow you, aren't you?
Follow me!
He wasn't actually gonna move until I went to it.
Follow the fart.
Even though I was standing right next to the...
And you knew where the dead body was.
Hopefully they will release that. Sorry.
Paul.
Let them go.
That was actually the captain voice.
So he is being stabbed by this guy who... Have we identified yet? All we know is
He's the guy that gets shot next.
shot by...
Emily.
Okay.
In the next 5 seconds, he gets shot. But I think the guy that's being stabbed, we know, is called Paul. Because Emily, who's behind him, said to watch out. And obviously, she should have yelled, "Paul, don't get stabbed." I said don't get stabbed.
So we have... a Paul Moss.
Clubbed, comma, beast.
Which just means he really likes to go out. He was a beast at clubbing.
So we think that's Paul Moss, and he was stabbed by that dude.
Yep.
We don't know who the dude is, though, do we?
Not yet, no.
And that guy's coming. Is she on the boat?
She isn't on the boat yet. Ah, there's the other woman. You are correct.
She is on the boat. I thought she would be.
So, 2 women and 2 men escaped on that boat. Or died horribly, but on that boat.
Not on board the ship, they're not an insurance.
Now, he looks like he could be the doctor.
And you already know the doctor's escaped.
Yeah.
Has he filled in all? Was he the one who filled in all the helpful stuff for you? Is that
He's
him?
the guy that went, "Here, I've sent you a book. It's missing all the words. If you write it, it'll be a great story."
I just left out your
And he's
favourite
up there with
words.
the officers where the doctor would be.
Yes, you are correct. He is the doctor. You think you can set his name? You know the game?
I'm having a
I
stroke.
can't.
Having a stroke.
So, he's Paul...
The best.
Paul Moss. And he was stabbed with a sword.
Yep.
We don't know by whom yet.
A man with a beard.
And apparently there's more...
Go highlight the doctor if you can. Somebody else in this scene is dead. God, this has been a long scene of people dead. Not sure. Oh, you can. Can you set his name?
It's telling me I shouldn't be able to.
Okay. I think it'll still let you, though. I could try anyways.
He could also be the surgeon's mate, though.
You could be. So it's up to you. Do you want to set it, or do you want to...
Didn't you say you could change it later anyway?
You can, yes.
We'll just have to keep an open mind that the doctor may be wrong.
You may have also noticed that the people you've definitely solved are crossed out. So sometimes it's good. That's the captain who yelled, "Let them go."
When did he strip then?
This is chapter 8, so when the events of this chapter were done, because obviously people were having a mutiny upstairs and people were having an escape upstairs, he just locked himself in the cabin and then the three tried to mutiny. Oh, you found the next body.
Who seems to be missing an arm?
Yes.
But you found a rattlesnake?
That's the part ghost wanting to come out.
Have we found another way downstairs?
Yep.
The fart ghost come down here.
I think it's still spinning around the mast waiting for you to watch it. Going, look at me! Look at me! Now it's gone downstairs. No, we haven't yet. We haven't set Pete's name. We should probably do that one.
Probably
Actually.
should. As soon as we're out of the scene.
Where is my Frenchman?
This guy has a Frenchman
Your mate was torn apart.
who was torn apart,
Is
and
a-
he
is
just
a
swore in German.
Is he a Jamaican Frenchman?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
Said.
Curse like that does not live for nothing.
What curse?
So the Frenchman was torn apart by and he's a German.
Yep, a German who has a Frenchman working for him.
So he was shot by somebody we don't know.
Yep, but he's not the person dying.
I'm still having a look and see if
There's no officer present.
he
He
was
was
clubbed.
clubbed by Brennan.
So they were talking about. He was one of the ones talking about mutiny.
Yeah, this is sort of why. As they've just said there, the captain claims to have gotten rid of the Kraken, nobody knows how, and they're kind of calling bullshit.
So
Ooh, I think I might have been
we
wrong
give
about
it a
it.
chance to. Sorry.
Go check the crew list. First of all, Set Pete. You should be the guy that exploded.
Paul Pete Milroy. Oh, don't.
Oh, we don't. What? Is that because he? Is that the right Pete? No, it's the wrong. No, you have to find the one who listed as. Oh no, we haven't. Sorry, you have to find his page in the book. So
Gonna
yeah,
be a pain in the ass.
he died in chapter 8.
Take a little while to get there.
For all these people you haven't identified dead yet.
Danny's asking how many Germans there were on board about.
That is relevant.
Yeah, I was going to do
Dead,
that.
just gone past him.
Oh yes, blasted by an explosion.
Shot by his own father.
So that's Pete Milroy.
Ah, you might correctly identify 3 more.
If they already know, why are they making you do it? I have half a table constructed, Thorne. Is that enough?
No. That's a start. Now, anybody whose name and fate you've got set are wrong.
What?
Because it's just told you you've got 3 correct. So you've just earned 3 correct ones. So, so we got that one wrong. Apparently that's not hand... I'm sorry, that's set in stone now. That's one we got correct.
So you're looking for one that isn't set in stone?
Yeah. I don't think you've got any completely set ones.
I was say there was only the surgeon that we said, but we didn't.
See, I don't think you've got any mistakes to worry about. But that's what you know in this game. Once it says you've got 3 correct, then if you've got any others set, then you've obviously not got them correct.
Right.
So, looking at the crew list for Germans that own a Frenchman.
Has anybody spoken to Jaden in a while? Does he own a French?
So, just make sure there's only 1 German and 1 French.
The dog took himself off to
The,
bed. Go wondering where he's gone.
2 Austrians. Okay, so it's not German. He's Austrian.
You are correct.
So that guy.
The guy
is-
dying before us.
Hang on, is it Hitler?
There's more Austrians than just the one.
But not many that have
Not on
French.
this boat.
Not many that have Frenchmen.
So he
Is the bosun.
is the bosun.
Yeah. Go to the transcript. Did his mate, his Frenchman's...
I haven't actually gone to that part of the thing.
All right, okay.
Is French.
I think they said that his Frenchman got torn apart by the beast, so he's
Yes. So
one of the people we've already...
The East Beast?
so he's also torn apart by the beast.
Are they going to make more of this game? More?
And not likely. The guy that made it makes pretty unique games, so he's probably making something
Oh.
else. Yeah.
This in different time periods would be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be.
Jump to the future.
A little bit more...
Jump
like,
to the 1920s. You know.
a little bit more...
Look,
production.
all we've got to do is one of us needs to learn to do all the gaming stuff.
Well, that's
One
the
of us can do all the art, and I can do some writing.
That's the thing. Other than the voice actors, this was made by one guy. So
So what you're saying, Thorne, is basically you need to do it. You're one guy.
he's sort of been well aware of his limitations. So the fact that he's chosen freeze frames that you can wander around in and stuff like that. So now, if you go to the book and go to chapter 8 and look at all the people that were mangled by the beast, and see if any of them. Can you identify a Frenchman that way?
Like on the street, you mean?
You might have to identify some other people. But how many people do we have spare that could be French?
You know that somewhere Adam's head's exploding with all this racism, right?
So you got like a couple of people shot, but I don't think that's likely to be.
I might be wrong about the top hat guy. That might be the bosun's mate.
Don't
think so, but
I think it's more likely that we haven't seen it yet.
okay.
Right. I think that's all I can do in this scene.
I think so.
Hello.
Hello.
Have we identified him? I think we have.
I think we have, yeah.
That's the first mate, William Hoscott.
So we've identified him and who shot him.
And it's set in stone.
Yeah, he was one of the first. I think
Yeah.
he was literally the first one we identified. Oh, hello.
He's opening a hatch, so that hatch has now become available.
And who are you?
I'm afraid there is no transcripts in the game where the scene starts.
Hi,
Somebody
Dave.
goes, "Hi, my name is Dave, and I'm about to be shot."
No, it'll be more like, Pete, what are you doing with that gun? Don't shoot me, Dave, your friend, and first mate of this ship.
Okay, I can't actually go that way.
His death was for excessive monologuing.
Where's my way out?
Yeah, you need the door.
Ah, here's the door.
That is some serious hand-holding tutorial if you have to be told you need to use the door to leave.
What's with all this things?
I think the X's are people who died on the boat, and the slashes are people who we don't know what happened. They left. So they're Emily.
Disappearances.
Disappearances.
Oh, yeah.
Conclusion. 4 wayward souls disappeared during the event of this chapter. Their fates
Oh,
are
here's
found
where you can set what happened to them. We think,
They escaped.
yep.
alive at the top, wouldn't it be?
How did they die? They didn't.
Alive, Africa.
You're,
They became Africa.
you're actually correct. And the reason you're supposed to know that is that in the opening chapter from Henry Evans, he told you where he went. He went to Morocco. So I will save you
Speak
poking.
French.
Where's
Well,
it?
it would make sense that they were in Africa because they were next to the African fucking coast.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got them. That's well.
When I was at the end of the game playing this on my own, I solved quite a few deaths by everybody who I hadn't solved yet. I said they died at sea. So they drowned. And it turned out there's like 4 or 5 people that did. So it's like, hey, easy bet.
Okay, so
Is that good?
did I?
No, there were 2 other people in that chapter who were missing.
That was the escape, wasn't it?
Yep. So we know Henry.
Henry Evans, and we're saying he is alive in Africa.
Yep.
Presumably. Until we get a letter from him, we can't say for sure.
Until we get a book which he hasn't bothered to
And
write.
This person I don't know.
Night, Matt.
So this person we didn't actually.
Say night to Matt.
Is he
No,
sure?
Matt. So who's
No,
this?
Matt.
We don't know yet, but we know he escaped.
I think Matt just doesn't want to watch anymore because he's planning on playing it.
So you can. Did you set that he escaped?
Yeah, I said that the doctor escaped. Oh, you mean the?
Yeah, we know he escaped. All 4 of them escaped on the boat. So we don't know.
He couldn't have told you that?
We don't know his name, but we know how he didn't die. So we know how he died. He didn't. This unknown soul is alive in Africa.
Presumably.
I mean, there's a couple in the manifest that are actually also unknown. So, okay, I've done him. Giggity. Did I open all these?
I don't think you did.
Okay, let's head downtown.
He died of Africa. A skull?
Is it the beast?
This is the one I don't quite get, where the game just...
They sacrificed a cow?
Yep.
One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. Here? Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Sir?
Never been on a farm, Charlie?
Mind your shoes now.
Charlie.
Right. They had livestock. We needed to kill livestock to eat the livestock.
Yes.
Somebody vomited.
Charlie was vomiting. You all right there, Charlie? Have you never worked?
And he was a sir, did he say?
I don't know if he was talking to Charlie, although I think they were. Did you just set that as Charlie?
No, I just.
Accidentally left.
Hang on.
There you go. You have to wait for the aura.
So it thinks I've got enough information to identify him.
Yep.
Of course, there is just one Charlie. Charles Minor, bosun's mate.
Yep.
Who's the Frenchman, who we know as Fate.
He later on. Have we set that then? Go to the crew list. Have we set him?
No, because we've not found his body yet.
Okay. He might be one of the ones that got ripped apart by the beast.
He was. That's the point. You remember the bosun said, "My French friend, where's my Frenchman?"
There's me, Frenchman.
But I don't think we can set his fate yet, can we? Because you have to find his body and have his page.
I'm pretty sure we've seen all the ones that were killed by the Kraken. Look at what he's wearing.
Well, he's clearly the cook.
Or the butcher. Or the
Is there a butcher on board?
I think there is a butcher.
butcher. Yeah.
Yep.
Emil Farrell. Emil Farrell.
He was stroking the cow soothingly.
Saw it while it was dead.
Oh, that's Peter Milroy.
He suffered.
Exploded. That's it. He just exploded, as far as we're concerned.
I'm Peter Milroy. Bang.
We don't know who he is, but he was knifed by unknown.
We don't know how he died. Oh, we know somebody knifed him.
Could have knifed himself. Or the Kraken could have sniffed him more. And got a bit
Well, the
stabby.
Kraken had a cannon. No reason the Kraken can't have had other weapons.
I say this Kraken got a bit stabby.
The Kraken loaded a
this
cannon.
Is this like...
This was a random interlude. You don't have to tell it that the cow died.
What's the point of that then?
It was just to identify Charlie and the butcher.
Ah, alright. Take him to the carpenters on the flop deck.
See, there's no X's. The person dying's dialogue is not in this scene. Should be an X with a moo written next to it. Or a gurgle.
Well,
But
freaking corpses.
whilst this was going on, somebody else was dead. Where, you might ask? Apparently over there.
No. Somebody with a monkey.
Somebody of a monkey
Do we
indeed.
have to identify the monkey?
No.
Is it going to be they brought on like some tribes people and did some black magic voodoo thing and then the beast rose up and killed them all?
No, like I said, it was a love story. And they wouldn't let them marry the Kraken. And the captain's like, I'll let you marry them, just stop wrecking my ship, alright?
Now this person was already dying, it's just this is where he popped his clogs.
Well, same as the other fellow. Some lung disease, not consumption. Made worse by the cold.
Will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
Alright, so whoever's coughing is
Yes.
ill.
And for those that don't know, the fact that he was given laudanum means he's pretty fucked, because laudanum was crazy.
So he's definitely the doctor,
He is definitely the doctor.
and he's alive in Africa.
Yep.
He ain't alive,
And he isn't in Africa.
and we're not supposed to be able to identify him yet.
His body might be in Africa.
And he is that Martin?
That is Martin.
Marta?
And we don't know what happened to him yet.
The guy the doctor was speaking to in the background looks like he works here.
Who was coughing then?
The dead guy. Or dying guy. Oh, sorry, the guy outside. But he
He
looks comfortable in here. So he's not the doctor and he's in the doctor's office.
I assume he's the surgeon's mate then.
Yep.
Seriously, this would be really fun in a futuristic one on a starship.
Yeah, we'd all enjoy that more, wouldn't we? But
Well, not enjoy
not
it more,
more,
it'd just be a
it
good,
would be a good game to have.
a good version.
well, hopefully people, after this game, some other big companies decide that hang on.
Obviously.
Some of the companies like fucking stealing this.
Yeah, steal
That's
the
the guy
idea.
got crushed by the cannon.
Cow vagina.
No, because they killed
How
the
come
cow.
nobody put the exclamation mark cow vag to get Sisco to do Tin's cow vagina cannon?
It doesn't count. Ooh, he's the.
This music, by the way, reminds me so much of the interludes between Eurovision
Oh yeah.
when they're about to show the video.
Eurovision murder mystery.
The
So
tourism video for the next act.
he died of illness, but we don't know who he is.
Danny's done it. Let's go.
Well, see a cow vagina cannon.
That is not what she says. She's not introducing, inviting people to see her cow vagina. Okay, shocking against tin. The words are, "Oi, where's your cow vagina cannon?" And
Is
then
it?
she repeats it, "Cow vagina cannon." And then we all laugh because a Polish girl with a Scottish accent just said "cow vagina cannon." Do you remember what it was in reference to?
Yeah, it was Haven and Hall. The fact that the cows used to shoot their children out over the fences. Right, so there's another corpse somewhere here, which I was pretty sure was going to find because wandered past them.
You almost tripped over them, really.
I can give you a sound track on this bit of wood.
Stop playing with your wood.
Danny's asked for a whale lord. Thorne, if you can remember your whale lord line.
I cannot. I don't even know I had a whale lord line.
I'm a whale lord.
No, it's not. What do you mean? I'm a whale.
Actually, it might be. I think I did.
It's a whale lord.
It's a
It's-
whale.
A whale
Well, I
lord.
was the whale lord at the time.
No.
Saeed, get up. Doing something. Okay, this one's actually easy because you know he's called Saeed.
There probably isn't that many Saeeds. So is he's in the bed. So he's Saeed.
It's a whale lord. Nom.
Do-
It's only because you were like, what the fuck is that? 'Cause
Literally.
it's a whale lord. Apparently I can't do a good impression of myself.
No, I was going to say.
Last page.
The amusing thing is, it was you who said it. The fuck?
Oh,
Second name.
Saeed.
Get in the hole. Get in the effing hole. You went very Scottish with that one.
It's in the hole. It's in the effing hole.
Do me a favour, is there anybody else dead in the beds?
Crushed by cannon.
Apparently Danny says you changing, i.e. getting them wrong, is awesome. So don't ever let anybody stop you living your dream.
Right, this
There's
is
a whole load
important.
of
This
them.
is important. That guy on the left, what's the number tag?
What number tag?
58. So the guy in 58 has black socks.
Or very dirty feet.
I think actually this might not be the right scene.
And the guy
One
in
of
55
these-
also has black socks.
Okay, one of these scenes you have to identify which of the Chinamen wear stripes.
Racist.
And
You
56.
don't say Chinaman unless you're Adam.
4
You
corpses behind
do
us.
back in these times.
2019.
No, in
I know.
So
in the crew roster.
Saeed. Met an unknown fate. Well, you met a known fate. He died of illness.
He succumbed to a quote tragic illness, i.e. cracking STDs.
I would have thought there was. I would have been.
what else is going on in this scene?
Well, lots of people dying over here, but
Or playing cards. Funny enough, they're playing cards in the photo too, so...
Handy. They died doing what they
well,
loved.
he was shot by Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
I was going to say, not Michael, surely.
So I'm assuming these are all midshipmen.
I thought you were about to say midgets. So, well,
Yes,
should be
yes,
easy
they
to
are.
identify.
Oh, there's another.
I don't think this is the scene because all the socks are the same. One of these seems one of them
36.
One of them's wearing rainbow socks.
striped socks, but it is.
There's a lot of dead
It
people.
might be that sock actually,
Or do they all
or
have an illness?
the person in 37
He's
is not wearing socks.
He's wearing slippers.
Or shoes.
And 43 is. I don't know where I'm going now.
You're looking for the door.
Bitter cold.
This was early on in the voyage, chapter 2. 3 people died. One of them was a cow.
Did they die of hypothermia?
They died of an unknown chest infection. And the cow died because they killed it.
Yeah, but there was lots of dead corpses already on the thing because they were in the bunks.
No, they were people sleeping. These are the regular sleeping berths. They weren't all dead, sorry.
Oh,
Why were they tagged?
Because that's what when they assign berths, they're like your berth 47. This is.
You have 47 kids.
But this is, you didn't really have cabins in these days if you were a midshipman. It was just that's your hammock. That's your hammock.
The thing like with this is basically you start off.
You're only on the midship deck. You need to go to the low ship deck.
Well, I'm assuming the way you create this is you write literally you write the story and then you that guy I've already identified as corpse.
I was asking if you've tried opening those doors yet.
He was just doing that. Oh, you're on the lower deck. I thought you were on the mid deck. I think you're on the lower deck now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on the lower deck. But I tried. Which doors is Danny talking about?
Maybe the ones you couldn't open before.
Oh, you may have seen some more doors open in other scenes, so some of the doors might have unlocked. I think you've just opened all the doors down here. So go back to the midship doors.
Does it go up? Is it?
Mm-hmm. Not that way.
I'd say it's bloody finicky not letting me up that way.
Danny's saying you didn't check the doors next to the steps particularly. You check these ones because I can see the blood trail leading to the body you discovered.
And the knife.
And the knife.
So I didn't check the doors next to this one.
Come out of here. Turn 180 degrees now. Look, is that a blood splat?
There's some blood splats. And
Oh, I see pixels at the end of the corridor.
Flies. Somebody felt bits.
And what do flies love? That's right, a mystery.
I got a feeling we're going to be finishing this game another day.
No, you're right, Danny. You because you told us to do that, we saw the blood trail. If you hadn't have said that, we would have been upstairs looking around the other rooms.
Ooh.
So what did this guy die of?
Getting shot through from the wall, through the wall or something?
Oh.
Or a giant spider. It was a giant spider!
Can we go around the other side and look in?
Can we get in with the spider?
Oh, somebody else did that.
Giant spider with a gun.
And somebody just casually in a room.
Looking very well.
Apparently I should be able to identify whoever this is.
Very well dressed man, guy.
Who's he? Is that the carpenter's? Is he possibly? You might have to look on the map what room he's in, but don't worry about that now. It's like...
Sorry, Danny. They did say you were right and praise you if it makes you feel any better.
Yep.
So
You've helped us find the blood trail.
we're not in the
Giant
cargo
spider.
hold yet.
Also notice this map has
We're
a lot.
in this, we're in the purser's...
You're the shoes. Yeah, okay.
It's just the purser's office.
Maybe you can't identify anything from them yet.
Hang on, that's the purser's office. Oh wait, no, that's the carpentry shop. It is the carpentry shop.
Aren't we the
No,
boots?
it's not.
We're the boots.
We're the boots, so it is. It's the purser's office.
Yeah, so I might be wrong. I don't know if the purser is actually a person.
According to the game, you should be able to identify them.
So let's just look for a job called a purser.
There is a purser, Duncan McKay.
So
You have to do it all the way around. You have to look at the face and then see. You're a
he is
purser.
Duncan McKay.
Supposedly. Just because he's in there.
Don't know how he died though.
He's not dead
He
there.
doesn't seem to be that bothered by the whole thing that's going on. Is that the doctor?
Don't know because you're having a stroke.
I didn't see what killed him.
That's
I assume
good.
it was the spider.
You've started another chapter.
The giant spider.
Chapter 6, Soldiers of the Sea.
So this was
So this is
before the
before
fucking Kraken.
This is before the Kraken. Before the Kraken, they
That
had
was a
some.
hell of a voyage.
Well, they were mutinying at the end and trying to escape the boat.
Who is this? How did they die?
I literally don't know either of those things.
Brad's got it right. When you were looking at the spider, somebody else was shooting a gun. So somebody was shooting at the spider, missed, and tore through and shot this guy.
So he was shot.
Shot with a gun.
I don't know
We
who.
don't know who
You
yet.
might be able to identify. Go look for the.
What is it about
Try to
the
avoid pressing the dong button. And
Giggity. Oh,
I'm
is
guessing
he
he's-
fucking the wall?
guessing he's next. Can you see who's got the gun?
The spider has the gun.
That's behind the spider. That guy. We might have to come here in a different later on when the watch isn't vibrating to trigger the aura to identify who that is.
Fart time.
And it's that guy that's humping the wall.
He died by fucking a wall.
Well, you might notice this kind of spike sticking through the wall.
He might have multiple spiky penises. Anyway, table.
Table assembled. Which is the lesser cousin to Avengers Assemble.
Tables assemble. Need to make it. I need to put the table under the table. Oh no, it scratches. I thought it would slide in easy, Gigi.
I'm actually kind of disappointed with that too. It's like,
So he's got a lot of spikes through.
yep.
I've got you.
Gigi. He is fucking the wall.
Get you down.
Yeah, he ain't living. Let's have a look. What is this?
Are they throwing water on the spider?
It is a weird spider thing, and there's more dead people over here.
Yeah, he's throwing water on it. So it fired spines.
One important detail is this scene is in the past, but you just witnessed them fighting the spider. If you look at the top of the stairs, when you get around the railing. Oh, not these stairs. I think the other stairs.
There's other stairs?
Why is the music?
There is definitely other stairs here. I just don't know if you can see it. You might be able to see it in the next moment. Basically, they're not aware there's a second spider. Oh, that's the guy you found dead. So this is what he was doing before he died.
He got stabbed and is walking along.
He hasn't yet been shot.
But he has been stabbed because he's got
Yeah.
giant wounds in him.
I didn't actually.
Why is it called Soldiers
that
of the
is correct. It's not actually a spider. It's a mermaid riding a crab.
He's the butcher, so he
No, it isn't. What?
It is a mermaid riding a crab
was stabbed.
or a siren.
We have speared or spiked.
I'd say spiked. That's 3 other people correct.
By a terrible beast.
Henry, the butcher.
Sea spider. Right. Table assembled.
Yay! We're only about a third of the way through this game.
What the fuck else happened on this voyage, Thorne? Why didn't anybody stay on the ship?
I can't identify his murderer until I get to the next corpse. I'm saying murderer. I mean, clearly it was an accident.
Follow the thought,
Oh,
guys.
seriously?
The fart just likes to run around in circles.
Is it the spider?
It's the man clutching the spider? No, he wasn't trying to fuck it.
Sorry, crab.
Sounds like it's fun now.
They
set it on fire.
Yeah, they are crabs though. I don't know if that makes it better, but
So he appears to be getting stabbed actually by that guy.
Don't think so. It's stabbing the crab thing. He appears to be on fire and impaled. I don't know. Hooked to death. Hooked to death whilst on fire.
I do appreciate the way he's
Peter Milroy.
the guy that exploded.
So he does.
So you're not in for a good time, Pete. I mean, you probably think you're lucky at the moment.
I think you're right. He is just spiked by the crabs, isn't he?
I think the game will accept
Yeah,
multiple.
there, look.
You can see the spike coming through. That's not the same
He was-
sword that's coming through the thing. I don't know
Who
if we
set it
know.
on fire?
I don't know if we know who he is, but he was spiked by a crab.
We do know he's the bosun's mate.
I'm gonna go with spiked by a terrible beast. Oh, we didn't look around to see if we could spot another spider.
Oh, whilst we're
Bunch of dead bodies. What are they getting all uppity at? What are they looking at?
Ah, that's
Will
the first mate.
They're peering at something.
I don't think you're allowed to know what they're peering at right now.
That's some dude.
Some dude.
Those are some dead dudes.
They're probably next on your investigative
Surgeon's
list.
mate.
But go back.
And
Who's welding a gun in that room? Who looks like they're going to take a shot at that spider and kill the guy hiding behind the wall?
Well, this is a different.
This is a bit later on, earlier on.
This is a different room, though.
You might need to do it. Yeah, sorry, you might need to do it in the. It's not. No, you're right. Actually, it is. This is the first.
It's the right room.
Oh, that's sorry. That those two looking off. They're looking at the next one to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these
One
two
of those
both
two.
have guns, and so does this guy.
And he has a top hat. He has a big gun.
There's a cannon.
A blunderbuss.
Okay. I don't think I can.
We should make a company called Blunder Bus, and it should just be a bus that like has lopsided wheels.
Right.
I think we'd probably get sued for
You-
malpractice.
how do you
Well,
know
literally
this room?
I'm standing by the corpses.
Still gonna have to follow the fart gas.
Furt. Furt and furt.
Release the fart.
Fort and fort.
Yeah, that's a dangerous thing to be shouting. Wait,
Just taking you on a merry trip. Oh, I was wrong. There are. I thought there was only one double.
multiple.
I thought there was only one double death. I lied. There's two.
It's a double death. Twice the death, twice the fun.
Twice the paperwork.
I do feel sorry for. Right, you can actually get a good look at the crab now, and you can see it's not quite a crab, but there's a woman riding it.
sort of a woman riding it, yeah.
Siren / mermaid / weird sea woman. Sea witch.
Oh, he didn't look like
Switch.
doing too well. Oh, he did.
I'm guessing he's next.
Oh no, he gets shot. He's not dead.
Oh, so he's the guy that crawls around. Yep, you're right. He's not dead yet.
Yes, but he was stabbed and then he crawls around.
And then gets shot.
So where's the other man? You said
It's there. Hello.
well, they do know he's there because he's got the.
Oh, okay, I was wrong. Which is weird, because in the next scene they were relaxed a bit when they were taking that guy down from the wall. Well, unless those guys just failed to point out, hey, there's a second one. They both... Oh, you know one of them.
They were both spiked, weren't they?
They were having their heads cut off by snippy claw things.
Snippy. Question, the guy at the beginning,
Does
the
that count
guy
as
on
torn apart then?
the rowboat, was he on this ship?
Oh, decapitated.
No, he's
Yeah,
he's
well,
just
you-
the guy that just brought you aboard.
Nah,
By-
that's a shame. That
By
would
a
be fun.
beast?
Yep.
By a terrible blessed.
We don't know who he is, but he was decapitated by a beast.
By John Davies.
Go make sure I'm right though, because I can't remember if they are both being decapitated. Yeah, hold your horse's vibrator watch. Hold. I think they're being decapitated.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, they're both pretty much having their heads cut off.
A double decapitation.
More death here.
That's just fire. Oh, so that's how the fire started. Somebody upstairs.
Did you say there was people riding them?
Yeah,
If you look, you can see.
the legs. Look down. Can you just see the legs of the rider?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So it's
Another spikied.
I called the mermaid just because it's a generic woman in the sea that's not very nice.
Well, the Little Mermaid would beg to differ.
Down where it's wetter.
I'm sure in an earlier revision of the story, and possibly the story behind it, she was a murderous woman. Actually, it's a fairy tale, and they're all probably murderous.
Or just sex crazed.
Yep.
There's a lot of rape happens, I know that. In most
I think
fairy tales.
you've just looked at somebody you've seen this guy, haven't
The
you?
guy crushed by the cat.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, have we still not identified?
No, not yet. You need to go out the door.
Where's the door? I'm gonna come in here. I've already seen you die.
Were you following a fart then? Sorry, I've just
Yeah,
stood
I
up.
was, but it kind of led me up to here, and then.
Oh, you didn't give it time to sell.
Oh.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already going for Nick.
Hey, come on, boss. No,
Nick.
get there. Hey, ha!
So, Nick's already dead, and then this guy dies.
He calls him boss.
Can we see anybody on the ground who's. He doesn't look particularly dead. No, maybe up the stairs? Is there anybody up the stairs who's identified?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Spear. Dunno.
Oh, there's a third beast up here. Oh no. There's 2. This is what going back in time.
Going back in time.
They said it's already done for Nick. But these two wouldn't know who was on top, would they?
Sorry.
Well, they were spiked by a beast, but... I'm assuming we're about to find out where Nick was.
He died upstairs before they
Well, there's 2 up here dead though, because there's one
Like
on
a
top of the
spear or
thingy.
One of them is very
I'm
likely
going to
Nick.
assume he's Nick.
I have to go find the body, which is annoying because you just went upstairs and you know it.
I'm also kind of stuck here. Oh, wait, no. Thought the gas.
No moving until you have released the fart. Yeah. That's the one thing about the captain achievement I mentioned earlier, is to get it, you have to go through the entire book and set it to the captain did it. It's a bit of a chore.
He was speared through the gut.
Well, it's funny, it's just the work involved to actually get it.
Ouch.
Hang on. Did their legs snap off then? Because he still had it through him when he was lying on the floor.
Like, oh, they have sort of stabby. Actually, they've got spears. The woman riding on top actually have spears.
I'm going to go with...
You assume he's Nick. But
Yeah, we assume he's Nick.
there was 2 people dead. Well, there's a Nick.
Where?
Oh.
Nikishi?
No.
Up
Try
the-
Nicholas. Before we go to Nikishin, let's go to Nicholas.
And he did die on the top deck. Mind you, you already know who's called Nick, so that seems likely. Wait, that still said unknown soul. Did it actually save? Oh, okay, it did. It was just the book.
Because I haven't got to that point yet. Oh, wait, I know anything about him.
These are more of the top men.
There's a beard.
Crushed by cannon.
That's how he will be known forevermore. Hello, crushed by cannon. Shot
by
beast.
cannon.
Shot by the shot by a cannon by the beast.
I think the cannon was knives, so he was actually stabbed by a cannon by a
Henry
beast.
Brennan, killed by the captain.
He certainly got around before the captain killed him.
Well, I suppose technically he had to be involved in all of it. Damn it, I was trying to figure out just,
Goddamn strokes.
Right, so he was...
He didn't meet an unknown fate, we can see it.
He was again, was he speared?
He was speared or spiked. I would say speared
Speared
by a beast.
by a beast. These mermaids riding crabs really fucking got the job done.
Well, they didn't, because this was before the Kraken.
Is it this guy? Yeah.
Yep.
Hello! Die doing gymnastics on the deck during a crab attack. Follow us! It could be up here, you don't know! Ooh, could be anywhere!
To be fair, I'm pretty sure his dead body's back on the deck.
Woo!
He was just watching it.
Look, we were
Oh,
paid for
he's-
the entire day.
He's the one, yeah.
broke his back doing a triple backflip.
Maybe this will get rid of the kraken or the crabs.
Cause of death, missed the sea. Jumped and dived off the top board, missed the sea.
Oh, we're wrong. He
Struck
was
by lightning? He was struck by lightning and flung many feet into the air. Well, who guessed struck by lightning?
Right, these are all.
Try to zoom in on them. Well, supposedly we know enough to know who he is.
I think you do through process of elimination. Go to the crew list. Look for people that were working on the sails. So top men. Oh no, I think he's one of the Chinamen, which are a bugger to identify. They're like the hardest ones to identify.
Hang on. I'm in another room.
He's got boots on.
I'm not sure I could hear you correctly. Did you just say Chinamen are the hardest to identify because they all look the same?
No, I didn't say that last bit.
Okay. Did you imply that last bit?
No, I was implying they're hard to identify in this game.
Why?
But you're right, he doesn't like you wearing socks. He might be the numbered bed. Can you actually remember what that number was? Because I can't.
I think it was 37.
Go look in the crew roster. And the berths to the left.
Number 37 would be Paul. Nope.
Timothy Budgement.
That doesn't seem the right.
No.
From Scotland.
How about 36 from Persia?
Or 38, 39, or 40, and 41 all from
Possibly.
China.
We can take it back. Set him as Ahmed.
Oh god.
Leave the book and look at him.
Wait, was an artist on board?
Yes.
As passengers.
He has a very weird death. A very unflattering death.
What, the artist?
Yep.
Buggered by the Kraken.
And that's what's even more amusing is because he's not actually in any of the pictures because he's the artist. You have to select the initials.
Ah,
on the
there you
photo.
go.
See, we already know he's the New Guinea guy.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is the other
Ah,
guys
having
were
a stroke?
together. So if you had 4 Chinese people, you'd expect them all to be hanging together.
Yeah.
Racist.
Whereas he was sitting alone
I think he is the Persian.
with his feet.
These are my happy feet. This one is.
Wait,
Fred,
did you
and
actually
this
set his
one is
fate?
Jameson.
It says he's unknown.
No, I haven't.
Struck by lightning. Oh no, fucked by Zeus. Zeused in the face.
I think it's electrocuted.
Struck by hooves.
I'm afraid you won't use all these deaths.
Aww. That was you.
So yeah, when I was looking at these guys, see they're all
Also, their attire is slightly different than him. Yeah. Look at his
focused on the
crotch.
hairy guy.
Look at his crotch.
Shot by E. Jackson.
Emily Jackson.
He's the guy who got shot by this fleeing lady in the rowboat.
Is that another corpse on the...
No, that's another Chinaman.
Fucking racism all over the place. Is this a corpse? Nope, it's a Chinaman.
Well, if you look at the two on the right,
I can't zoom in on him.
yeah, doesn't matter. He's not dead.
He looks it.
But those two, that I reckon they were just skiving up here.
Well, he gets ripped apart by the Kraken later, so he doesn't have a great.
Well, almost all of
Future.
them die.
And the door is precariously balanced on the end of the mast.
And yet, Nick got killed by the crab. Yeah, Danny has a point there. Definitely, he's not Nick because Nick was killed by the crab.
Ah.
Right. We saw a lot of. Dead
At this
people.
point, the ship is looking considerably more decorated with dead people.
Right.
So why weren't they there before?
Because.
Still got the X on. Oh, this one doesn't though.
Oh, I think you're actually about to find the artist.
Bits of them.
No, I think I'm wrong.
Found somebody.
Bits of someone. You missed it.
You
So,
actually
yeah, listen to this.
you hold out outside our office. Seriously, the seal puppet.
You got hauled out inside front of your
Hold-
office.
Hold out.
Your office.
Hold out is the official term for when a
Is he shitting
seal
himself
comes on
to
the
death?
land.
No, he was taking a shit and the Kraken hugged him.
Yay!
Not like anybody's realised.
Actually, I think if you go in the next room, somebody has got a... Yep, that's the artist.
Yes.
So you have to select the initials. Weirdly, the game just tells you because there's another way to identify him.
Edward Spratt. Hugged to death.
If you go into the kitchen, I think somebody has got like a raised eyebrow going, what the fuck is he doing out there?
Seriously, dude.
Paul
Fuck.
Moss killed by
Just-
A sword by unknown.
He's just-
Somebody killed him with a sword at some point. So hang on, is that,
So they're all-
is that the beginning of the Kraken?
Oh, wait, that's... who's the guy on the
bullet.
left? That's the right.
Yeah, but we don't know who that guy is.
We know the guy on the left, though,
It's Martin, isn't it?
Oh, look at him.
who is an officer, third mate. Is there a third mate steward? Because it's very likely the guy on the right.
Well, we'll try.
I'm sure further down they have...
Third mate's passenger.
They have an unknown steward.
There you go, third mate
Third
steward.
mate's steward. So he's almost.
Oh, and you got
we
another three.
another three.
That's right, Husky. Just trying to help. There's a little blocked.
I think you're now a quarter of the way.
Yay! With half an hour left to go.
Well, hey, if you want to finish it tomorrow, you can.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh,
It's
Right.
still technically a quadruple.
Um,
It's just an X.
No, the X means that person's dead, I think.
no.
I might be wrong. I think I am wrong.
Maybe it's Xavier.
That person is part of the X-Men.
Did you hear that Marvel fired all of the X-Men? Fox's X-Men.
Except Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. For some unknown reason.
He was
Hugged to death.
crushed by a beast.
He was hugged to death.
Died taking a poop. Flick through the book, sorry. Is there anybody whose name and death we've set?
Well, lots of people whose name and death. we've
Both. Who have we got that we've set both on that aren't fixed?
said.
Unknown.
Yeah.
They're all fixed, aren't they?
Yep. But if it's... Oh, you're at the end.
Bargain.
Yep. You don't find out about that chapter unless you get all the other chapters. Because if there's anybody whose name and death we've got set, other than that guy, then we're wrong on them. Because we just got... There, we're wrong about
Ryan.
Charles.
How do you know?
Spiked by a terrible
Because you've just got the thing triggering for getting 3 correct.
And he isn't correct.
So-
So he didn't
Oh,
get
does
the
that-
order.
That means once that triggers, you either have everybody correct or anybody you've set is wrong.
So it's not Charles, or
He
maybe
did
he
not-
wasn't spiked by a terrible beast.
Were you sure his name was Charles?
Why do we think he was the bosun's mate?
Because he's French. And I said,
Is there any other Frenchmen?
No, there was no other Frenchman. That's how come we knew he was the
I'm
Frenchman.
pretty sure we're right about him.
Well, then maybe he wasn't spiked. Was he the one who was shot? Through the wall? Ah, cat appears.
Well, leave it as set for now. We can come back to it.
Well, it's wrong. Find him!
If you go to where it says free memories,
Danny says he wasn't spiked, he was torn to pieces.
you can, yeah.
Perished in Soldiers of the Sea.
Damn it, Jasper.
Jasper's pressing buttons. Jasper's trying to help.
See, now it's bookmarked the pages he's on.
So I can't do anything with a cat. Just. Right, what am I supposed to be doing here?
We want to go look at his death.
Where's his death?
You have it.
It's now bookmarked. Come out of this. And it was in Soldiers of the Sea, so chapter.
This is his death.
Oh right. You should be able to play it somehow.
Well, then maybe he wasn't spiked. Maybe he burned alive.
Oh, is he the guy on fire? Oh yeah, he's a picture
But he
on the
has a
bottom
guy
left.
and spiked through his.
Put him as
his
immolated.
We won't know until the next.
Yeah, we won't
trailer.
know until we get. Oh, burn. Sorry.
Jasper, bugger off.
I wouldn't say the fire killed him, to be honest. I'd say he was stabbed through this.
He was
chest.
riding the back of it, so maybe he hadn't died. Maybe he was trying to jump on it, and then the
it-
fire hit. So he wasn't actually dying because of the beast. He was dying because of the
But
flames.
what, he died immediately by the fire and just went, oh, now I'm dead.
Yes.
Didn't scream or try to get off or run away.
Yeah.
And nobody was like, fire.
Maybe he was stabbed. The first thing you said was you thought it might be a sword.
So I'm pretty sure we've got his identity right.
Yeah, I did say he looked like he got stabbed by a sword.
Yeah, but when you got to the other side, it was at a different angle. Maybe he died to a spear.
Also true. Somebody upstairs is dead.
Danny says, didn't they say he was torn to pieces when they were talking about the bosun?
No, that's Nick.
No, they said they've got Nick. They didn't say he was torn to pieces.
What was going on out here?
Was he being sick? Someone seems to be comforting him. But he also seems to be lying on a chair.
Face flat on the. Follow the fart. Follow the fart.
Follow the fart.
Well, it takes you on a scenic tour of the boat. And around the mast. You didn't go around the mast.
Flew through the air. And then landed here. He had a terrible allergy to wood!
Yeah, the bosun was the Austrian guy who lost an arm, and then
No, Danny's right. Then the bosun did say that his Frenchman got torn apart by the Kraken. So that can't have been him.
You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Ah, more clubbing. No, Danny is right. He did say that his Frenchman got torn apart, so that can't be his Frenchman. I think we've got that guy's identity wrong.
we don't know.
I would read the transcript, because it's got... Oh, wait, I think we're looking at somebody else here.
That's a different transfer.
Oh, you're looking at the clubber. I want the clubby. Or, actually, I don't think we've got it yet. Once you've had your stroke and we get the scene...
Supposedly I've got enough information to identify him.
Well, I don't think you paid attention to what was being said there. About it was all an accident. He says you shouldn't have waited so long.
Not to be racist, but was that guy black? The purser. Okay,
The
then.
purser isn't, the other guy is.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking, for looking at people's names on the list.
Now I think
skin colour's probably a good way
if
of
this-
identifying them, since most of them speak English and Scottish.
if this transcript identifies them, I think these guys are trying to leave.
Yes.
How was that an accident?
Well, no, it's just
That's talking about something much earlier.
Well, he was clubbed, wasn't he?
He was. I don't think we know the name of the clubbee or the clubber.
No, I don't know who he is.
Go to the transcript, sorry.
Let me on over my dead body, you bloody Danes.
Oh, we know
Danish.
it's Dane.
There's no... how's that? There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited. So he kills or is involved in
The death of somebody else
death
we
of
don't
somebody
know.
else earlier on.
We haven't seen yet.
But he's a Danish guy, so
Yep.
that might allow us to... Oh, it doesn't... Oh, no, it does. India, Scotland, China, Denmark. Lars Little. And there's only one.
That seems likely.
But we don't know who clubbed him yet.
Nope. Only that his brother died some point earlier in the book. Right, these other two. Mark their deaths as they died. Can you mark their deaths yet? At the end of the chapter. Oh, you can. Put them as drowned.
Drowned?
Because the boat that got away got us later on in the book. Not drowned. There should be something else. Lost at sea or something.
Is that alive?
No, because they, we presume, didn't escape to anywhere.
Based on what?
They're leaving now. I'm sure there's a lost at sea, you know.
Well, there's an unknown. But you got drowned.
Okay, put it as drowned and then...
Then it wants to know by who.
Okay.
Well, don't put it as drown yet, we don't know. Until maybe you get the option later on.
I would have thought there was a possibility they were alive. Simply
Yeah, but we
because
wouldn't know where the hell they got to.
If we want to put them all to Africa, because we can always come back. But yeah, they were leaving the story at this point.
The purser as well? Wasn't the purser around when they were attacked by the crabs?
Yes, but this is after that.
Is it?
Might be wrong. What chapter is this?
crabs are fairly early on. This is
chapter
7.
7. The crabs were chapter 6.
And you've got the Doom and then the Kraken attacks in chapter 8.
Actually, there's a way you can check. Go highlight the purser again. Come out of this and look at his face.
Was spiked by a terrible beast in chapter 6.
That's the butcher.
Yeah, I know, but the point is it's chapter 6.
Ah, right, okay. But yeah, but what I want to check is go look at the purser. Come out of this, look at the purser. Or go to this page, whichever.
Oh, I've lost it now. Get out of this.
And what memories do we know of him? Do we know of any other memories past this chapter? Nope, we don't. We've got a first memory, that's it. So
He was decapitated.
Decapitated.
no, it's depicted. He's in that
Oh, right,
picture.
sorry, yeah.
Sorry, could I show memories on deck map?
Further down.
The Doom Part 7.
Okay, then he can't have escaped because he was around in the Doom Part 7. So either he's not the purser or they didn't get out.
Right, isn't it chapter 7 now?
Yeah, but this is before the Krakens turned up.
So, okay, so these guys didn't escape.
All we've got is identity wrong. Although he is carrying a chest, isn't that? Does that look he's carrying a chest of money?
I'm going to put that fate down as unknown.
Okay. But does it look like he's carrying a chest of money?
So he's carrying boots.
Yeah. Well, that he
That
was
also makes
trying
sense.
to escape is not necessarily.
But hang on, he was saying, "Let me on the boat."
Mm-hmm.
They weren't saying we're running away
And
now. He's
this
saying,
guy
"Let me
would-
on," and he's saying, "No, you're not getting back on. I remember what you did."
Yeah.
So them trying to
That's-
escape doesn't make sense.
They're gonna. He wants on the boat because they're escaping, and if you look, he's got a lantern. So I'm assuming they're trying to do a break in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
They're stealing the boat and then doing a run for it.
Yep.
He murders him, then they go. Would be my thought.
Yep.
But didn't you say that they're still around? Yeah,
but
memories
then
of him.
Well, we might have the wrong person, so don't worry about it at the moment.
But that's the point of it. It's to figure it out.
So, but
Sometimes we can come back when we've got more to
are you
eliminate.
sure it happens at the beginning of
If
seven?
you select the chapter, it will show the memories in order. So go through the pages. This is right at the start of the chapter. So
and then
we think he shows up later during one of the squeezes.
so he shows up later during.
Actually, we can check. Go back to looking at him. Select him. Go to memories. Go to bookmark his memories. Now, if you come out of this, there'll be bookmarks on the pages he's involved. So he's in this page, yep. And he was on that page, so he can't. Mind you, he could have been escaping at this moment.
He's on all these pages.
Oh no, he's not. Those are they're showing you which direction to go to get to a bookmark. There you go.
He was on
Location
deck
of the corpse.
So he was on deck when this was
a
going
few
on.
hours later on.
Yeah. Doesn't seem likely he escaped.
I think we leave them all as unknown because they could have.
Okay.
We don't know whether the boat actually got off.
There could be overlap.
Is he in any later ones when the Kraken has attacked?
We don't necessarily have all the memories yet.
Yeah.
I think we've got everything we can get from here, and that's really just that guy died, and that guy.
The thing is, you don't even know he died. You know he got clubbed. You found somebody face. Well, that was the thing where the memory was starting. Was people finding him?
Actually,
was the
this
boat
is,
still there?
This is going to confirm it, isn't it? It's going to say that. Oh, God!
What was that?
Several people disappeared.
The original memory you had, right?
I don't think he's the purser.
The original memory you had, where you saw the guy lying down, was the boat still there, or did they take it? Because they
I
were
don't remember.
finding the dead body. That's what I'm saying. If you can look at that, you can tell if they left in the boat or not. No thanks, Windows 10. So if you can get back to just seeing the body, the guy lying face down, did they take the boat?
They did, because the other ones that escaped, it was the last boat.
It was the last boat, yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
but did
doesn't
they take it
necessarily
then,
mean they.
during that memory is what I mean.
Yeah.
When they found the guy lying, because you had a memory of the people finding him and going like, "Are you okay?" Even though he's been clubbed in the face. Yeah?
Yes.
Was the boat there then, not later? Because later anybody could have taken it then. After the Kraken attack, they could
The
have.
boat was
escaped.
not there then, because we were just like, why is he lying down on that plank?
Then somebody
didn't-
took that boat.
we didn't
and
realise it was a
probably
boat.
then.
Yeah.
They disappeared.
There's 7 people we.
And they weren't all on the boat, so some of them did something else.
Yeah. And possibly died though. Is it
Don't worry about it now, because we're almost through one loop of the game.
They take well, no, this
One
is the
loop
wrong
of the
memory.
game.
Because the sort of game that once you've discovered all the chapters, then you need to start sleuthing.
Although that sleuthing is probably going to have to happen tomorrow.
Yep. That's why I was thinking get through one.
Those doors were already open. And the one at the back of the boat was opened by the artist
Shitting.
having a shit. Really? Still not opening the other door?
You've not seen somebody open that door.
So I need to continue the story, which means finding something new.
Looking for flies.
Or blood trails
Well,
and
I
things
didn't
like that.
go down this side.
I don't think. I might be wrong though.
I wonder if there's a way, because there's one more deck down, isn't there? I haven't been into the cargo deck.
Nope.
We found a tool room.
Carpenters. Hey, is that now open?
Yes, it is.
We found a triangle and pyramid room. Yay! Flies!
So the spider died. So the crab. I keep saying all those spiders.
Have you kept it?
Guess they wanted to sell it or something when they got home.
Wait, is that the guy from the boat?
Does look like the guy from the boat. This is before that moment though.
So it
We're
can't.
back in chapter 6, where he was on that boat on chapter 7.
So no, we don't know who he is yet. We'll have 4 memories of him.
We just know he managed to kill one of the spiders.
Well, no, he managed to be killed by one of the spiders. He's been spiked and impaled and stabbed.
Looks like he shot him. Oh, who's his friend?
Or I see the one on the boat.
He was one on the boat.
Yep.
So we still don't know who he is.
Because this was before then, right?
Yes.
They left after this.
And that's, we know what happened to him.
He survived the crabs just to get the crab.
To be fair, he is like, well, I'm gonna stay back here. Can't open doors in the past.
So we know whoever he was, he got stabbed a lot.
But he also appeared to shoot the thing. How did they die? That's open to interpretation.
Stabbering, stabbity stab stab.
Maybe it was speared because the one on top was spearing him.
But it seemed to be getting clawed.
Bit of everything.
That's what I mean, open to
I
interpretation.
would go for spear because the woman had a spear.
6 2 3s. There wasn't too much else we could get from that though.
That quote was appropriate. Is that all? He was speared, but was that all? Because he also seems to have been clawed, snipped, stood on, spat on, insulted.
Doesn't seem to be much else I can do in here.
Oh, there's your door. Have to get past him. Excuse me. Where did you go? Who returned the ship?
So that's it. You found everything in chapter 6.
All the soldiers of the sea, and I got everything.
It says the return of it. Who returned it?
Nobody. It turned up.
It just floated up, and then
It
like,
just
right, send
floated
for
up.
the insurance guy. he'll
Send
sort
for the
it out.
insurance guy with the magic skull that tells him where people die in their last moments. Again.
For insurance purposes only.
Every insurance worker has one of them. We just don't want to tell you about it.
Leave me in a room with a
Spider
Spider-gram.
I see
Ah, I
flies.
see
few
flies.
flies.
And the watch is
This
coming up.
keg died. How did this keg die? To a rave by the sounds of it.
So somebody gonna die by accident?
It's somebody's breathing in an enclosed space.
He was stuck in a keg? Was he a
He was,
stowaway?
he was a stowaway.
Fucking muppet. What are you doing in a keg?
Or am I wrong?
Well, Well, if he was a stowaway, he's in the ship's.
He got crushed by a barrel falling during.
Is he the actual person we're investigating? I think there's somebody in the barrel as well.
I don't see anybody.
I might be wrong though.
Oh, there's that dude face again.
He worked on the lower decks. That's the thing, because the ship's deck by deck. When you're on, like one deck, you'll see the same faces.
So this thinks we've got enough information to identify him as well.
We probably do, but we can do elimination tomorrow.
He would be. He's probably a seaman. Giggity.
There's lots of seamen on this ship.
Yeah, but you've got Indians, you've got Russians. Sierra Leone is the only one that you'd likely to get a black man from.
Good point.
But you do also have unknown seamen. You can take a guess. Still don't know what happened to him.
And yeah, this guy is clearly crushed. I can't actually.
We've already done that bit though.
Yeah, no
We're
idea.
waiting for the stroke.
No idea who he is.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, why is he guarding? Oh,
Oh,
there was
royalty.
Guarding.
There was royalty on the ship, supposedly. Although that's not a ship you want to be on. Certainly, if you're royal, you've got the money to.
Well, Obra Dinn actually translates as "Oh God, the ship is fucked."
Loose cargo makes sense. He was just crushed to death in an accident.
Well, just off the coast of the UK as well.
And another explorer.
Right. That person you just saw getting crushed, I think, is where the watch is going to take you next. So somebody you don't know died inside the barrel.
Yeah, I was right.
So do I need to actually identify?
I think this will now take you to the guy that was beneath the barrel. So there was somebody in the barrel and somebody beneath the barrel.
It's a fucking unlucky barrel.
What's weird is that apparently
the barrel's fine.
That's the thing, is they then stashed the barrel away.
No good wasting a barrel, you know?
They or no, with the body inside, because you're investigating it, so they obviously never opened it.
Well, you were investigating where the barrel was. There didn't appear to be a barrel there. So maybe they didn't store it away again. Could be anyway. Took you around and say, ooh, could be in this box.
The
No,
fart
it's right
gas
here.
is being coy with you.
It's right next to the box.
So here, press it again. You can cancel out of it. It's hilarious. I was going to show you about that later on. Because it does the whole dramatic. It didn't.
Nobody ever says, look out, Colin.
Jeez, look what happened to Jim. He got crushed under all these
I'm
barrels.
just saying, you would shout a person's name when you're saying, look out.
In case an insurance salesman is travelling through time, that was Dave.
It says that we've got enough information to identify him, and I don't think we do.
No, we don't know anything about him.
What rating is he?
Well, he looked seaman.
He is 3 triangles.
Alright, so it's
Can
very
we just
difficult.
see how he died?
We
don't
can,
know who
yeah.
he is yet.
I mean, I'm
Oh, sorry,
assuming
wait,
he's
that's true.
Russian?
Why?
The beard.
Racist.
Well, this is the cargo. Look at what crew is working in the cargo.
No, the Russians.
Ah, there you go. So he's likely a Russian.
You see, it's all the Russians in the cargo. There's a guy from Sierra Leone right there. Oh, okay, we won't get to see who he is. Well, we have a stroke. Part 1. This was the first one.
Yeah, this
So
is
left the UK then.
this is kind of like
This
the
is
first
when they
step.
left
The ship left from the UK.
and immediately dropped a barrel on somebody's head. Bit cursed.
Crushed
By cargo.
by
Yep.
cargo.
Hey.
Don't know who he is, but we know what he died from. Right, let's have a look at this guy. Nope, no idea. There really isn't too much else to say on this except oops.
Except, oops.
Whoopsie daisies.
Oh, what?
thing.
I thought I was trying to.
Trying to name him.
Was there any Americans in the crew list? Danny asks.
I don't think there was any American.
Don't think there is.
Oh, he asks how many, not if there were.
I don't
He's
think
sure there
was.
are.
Well, there was two
Two.
Americans,
The
Carpenter and
carpenter
the
and the
Carpenter's mate.
Who we haven't seen any of. Actually, they've been in the background in several scenes.
Persia. There's a couple of Russians who are down the deck, and I think it's a bit of a stretch just because he's got the kind of Russian beard.
That doesn't make any sense. You've got a Russian beard. And he's just pointing out that he appeared to have an American accent if you listen to the thing.
Ah.
I can try having a look at it.
Think you can replay it from the transcript? I think if you press a certain button, if you highlight him, it'll bring up the page of the transcript.
Yeah, but it's this cargo, so it's the
Oh,
very
good point.
first death.
Can you figure out what it is to play it again?
No.
I'll just take it back.
You can always hop out the door and come back in.
We're getting tired, Danny.
I can't see where the door is.
There are several of these guys you have to identify their accents to identify them.
The Scottish accents were.
Also, they tend to say, "Ugh," just a bit of a giveaway.
That's it for loose cargo.
One person died. Two people died earlier on in the. One of them was a stowaway.
Do I have to actually name this? There was a
No, you
stowaway.
don't. He wasn't part of the crew.
Was he unknown then?
He's unknown.
Yeah, but is he in the list as well?
So I can just go back
Don't
and.
know.
Dun-dun. Here you go. Part 1 of 2. Oh. No, you don't get to hear him.
The guy yelling.
All you hear from him is "Argh."
The guy yelling, "Wait, wait!" sounded British.
That could be anybody. It wasn't him.
The guy who died didn't shout anything.
He shouted "Argh" to be
So-
fair.
Isn't in the transcript.
Argh.
So he is not American.
They might be, you know. You don't know who he is.
Yeah, we don't know who he is.
Anyway, it's past midnight.
He's not wearing a MAGA
You are
hat.
getting less sleepy. You're getting less sleepy as it
More sleepy, less sleepy.
Okay, I'm assuming this game has a save function.
I'm pretty sure autosaves, but we'll check in the menu just to be sure. It does autosave. It even says autosaves.
Okay.
So that was day 1 of sleuthing.
Super sleuthing.
Do you want to say night to people? Or anything? Any other last words on the game other than God, I'm tired?
Get your exclamation mark sound bites in now before he goes to bed. Because he's tired and he wants to go to bed. He didn't have a drink about an hour ago. But it still went straight to his head. So. He is wearing a shirt that says whiskey
There
is
is-
my spirit animal, if that helps.
There is one more chapter we've yet to see, and then it's sort of going back through the game with the process elimination.
I'm fucking sorry and I miss your nipples. I do. Have a dildo.
I doubt someone even remembers what that's in reference to, or why he said it.
But he did say it and we clipped it, so
I've seen many strange things.
you are doomed to say it for all eternity.
Well, no, he's not. He doesn't have to say it. He just has to hear it every now and again if he ever hears the stream.
Right. Anyway,
Good night.
good night. We will return tomorrow.
Da 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 da.
With the magic watch.